you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. It's hard to feel myself, but you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. Dina, I need you. Where did you go? I feel you. Dina, I need you. Where did you go? Where did you go? It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to save myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, Diva, where did you go? I feel ya. Diva, Diva, where did you go? Where did you go? It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. It's hard to feel myself with you miles.
It is back-to-back league days. Welcome to Shift Summer League. This is the EU edition. I'm Jam, and together with Stumpy and Cole, we'll be your tour guides for the day 2 of league play. We are at this nice, wonderful orangey vacation, at least on their guys' side. It's very
in the
sunny.
sun.
I love it.
They
it's summer.
literally threw us into the sun. They said, we do not want you, Cole and Stumpy, and we turned around and just sort of owned it, really. But you're still on Earth, Jam. How is Earth? Is it doing well as a being, an entity?
Boy, we'll be here for a while if we're going to start discussing that. folks, do your best to save the planet. But for now, don't forget to put your sunscreen. It is really hot out there. Boys, have you put your sunscreen on? I sure hope so.
I'm indoors. I'm a nerd. I need no sunscreen. I go outside in a full rain mac all day, every day. No sun rays hit me. I'm
You go
pale
outside?
as the night.
Loser.
Oh, so I've let it slip now. No, but we had a good day of Rocket League yesterday when we were all sitting inside watching it. A couple of the shock results, I feel, as well, where Oxygen didn't do as well as we thought. Resolve didn't do as well as we thought. And Cole, who's on top? The kings of Europe right now.
Jobless were absolutely insane. They had a real challenge in the final game of yesterday against Grid Serve Resolve, but they won out Game 5. We had 2 Game 5s out of 3 yesterday, which made me very happy indeed. And yeah, Jobless, incredibly impressive. You know, you got them all just together, playing well, smashing everyone about today, but it's a long, old event jar of Jam, and 3 games ain't that deep.
No, yesterday we just had 3 games per each team, 15 games in total, and let's put it on the screen. It's a long journey. We have 8 days in total, 6 days of league play, meaning that each team is going to play 18 matches because it's double round robin. Then every team plays 3 matches per day, Tuesday and Wednesday. So mark your calendars every single day at this time, 7 p.m. Central European Summer Time. We'll be starting our day Tuesdays, Wednesdays for 4 weeks. Whoa, that's just a lot of Rocket League. And of course, top 6 are going to make the regional playoff. And most importantly, they're going to make money since we're playing for $20,000. Top place, 9,000. So you better be serious about that. I don't think all of the players actually have gotten the right idea what kind of money we're playing for and what kind of money I wish for them at top spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously gonna be less than the RLCS, and that's fair enough. That's expected. But this is still a huge event. It's a massive event. It's the start, hopefully, of a plethora of off-season tournaments that can be played in. And I think you don't want to start getting into the losing habit at any point in RL esports, let alone now. So just keep winning. Keep winning.
I mean, we had a couple of teams though, Cole. Unless we disparage all of them, Oxygen, Esports, who didn't manage to take it seriously. But
hey, we
some
love
teams,
Oxygen Overlords here.
We do love Oxygen Overlords. Also, I was told to keep this on because it looks funny. This is my workout top, and I'm all sweaty in it, but it does look funny.
It is orange rather than green, so you're probably gonna get sued for changing their brand guide. Like, look,
oh my god, it changes colors. It changes colors.
That's the kind of genius that Oxygen have, and this event is in tandem with Oxygen. There you go. What a world. But I was going to say, we did have a couple of teams that were playing to their ability, and we mentioned Jobless earlier on. They've gone 3-0, and they've only lost 3 games so far. Very impressive run from them, but there's still a lot more to come. We've still got today, and then there's still a load more events that are coming up in the next few weeks. But look, Jobless up at the top. Cole, I'd like to also shine a light over towards Resolve, who I pointed out who might be doing very well, who I was intrigued about, seeing if they were going to be able to step in after all the big teams aren't necessarily here, and they ended up going 0-3.
Yeah, I'm shooketh. I'm truly shocked. It's not what we expected from Resolve. It is for the most part, the full Resolve roster. Tadpole did step in for Aziz was it a game or was it a series that he stepped in for him? Do we know? I know it was
just a game.
Something. Just one game. Okay, so that's not really an excuse. They've got, the ancient Welshman in for a game and come out. That's why we went 0-3 in series. Not really good enough for Resolve. They are the team that I thought would be way at the top of this. So we have to remind everyone, it is early days. It's a long old event. You play each team twice, so plenty of series to come. But yeah, the performances, at least from what we saw in Series 3 against Jobless, it was okay. It wasn't their best by any means. It was okay. But overall, way, way, way off par.
Yeah, I think also seeing Oxygen in the middle there, they ended up losing to Endpoint earlier in the day, but then Endpoint a little bit later then also took down Lunar Galaxy X, by ordering the X with our arms, Complexity. So they had a fantastic day yesterday and then they ended up in that 4th spot. But the beauty of League Play is that they are going to have these teams come back against them and try and take their revenge. Oxygen have got their chance to come back against all the teams that have beaten them so far in every other week. We've got home matches, we've got away matches, depending on your color. Yeah, a lot more to come up, so very exciting.
And if I could just, before we move on, because I think we're not going to be chatting too long before we get into it, I want to do a shout out for Saudade, who were players that you and I, Stumpy, at least weren't too familiar with. They came up against 100% on broadcast, which is already an added amount of pressure. They won a tricky game 5, despite conceding a couple of goals to take over or to be forced into overtime. Showed great resolve, and I was very impressed with all those players. So yeah, they're my current unexpected pick, and I believe they were your underdog pick, Jar of Jam, as well. So what a shout that was.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how they have performed. Obviously, this is only day number 1. In the Swiss, by this point, Jobless would be through to the next round, to the playoffs. The likes of Saudade would have to play more and more, and Grisser Resolve and JJ Rocks will be out. But no, this is only day 1. Literally, there are 15 more games that each of these teams is going to run through. So we're just starting out, but I'm already happy how Saudade are looking. So we've already talked about EU. Quick mention over to across the pond. G2 Stride has won 3 of their games.
What?
You'd be surprised.
Surely not.
Yes. It's hard to believe, but let's talk about today. And first one on the docket, it's Luna Galaxy X. Everybody?
Nice. I saw the X. I
did say it before you faded away into oblivion. That was you joining the sun.
Luna X Galaxy Complexity versus the fake German Amigos. Match number 1, of course, Tecos Rizex, the German, as well as Ivan and Tecos, the Amigos, the Spaniards, versus the combined roster of Luna Galaxy and one member of Complexity, CRR, coming in from across the pond once again, our import player. It's going to be quite a doozy. So, boys, what are we thinking about this one? Who's going to take it?
I mean, as far as I know, this is only a German and Spanish lineup across both teams, because you've got Tox also on Luna Galaxy X Complexity, that is the German. Thank you. No,
Give us a
Cole,
warning,
give it
please.
more than that.
My
Cole,
arms ache.
I'm redoing
All right.
I don't care if your arms ache. Redo it.
There you go.
Thank
X, you're happy
you.
now. Can this one
Thank
just be
you.
big enough to cover the entire broadcast?
X Complexity.
X.
But yeah, and then obviously they got the 2 Spaniards with Atomic and CRR on that side. We've not seen CRR just yet, so I'm super intrigued to see how he's been playing over on this side. They are, of course, they're sitting in that 2nd spot. They've gone 2-1 so far. Again, early on, but early indicators may well look at the trend for the entire tournament as we see it lay. Yeah, I think for me, you asked for a prediction. I would go here with Luna Galaxy X Complexity. I'd have
Just
Thank
backup
you, guys.
singers like that on the side.
It means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah, I'm going to Luna Galaxy here.
I think that I'm going to do a little pick for the fake German Amigos. I just feel that these teams are always unexpected. Nobody ever thinks, oh yeah, Rizex is going to come along and absolutely claim this lobby. But I back Rizex today. Both teams 2-1, full of Spaniards, full of Germans. It's just it's going to be a great matchup. Luna Galaxy v Complexity probably favourites, I would say, shading it, but we saw enough from Fake GA yesterday based on their results to say they've got a darn good chance right here, right now.
Well, give me Luna Galaxy X Complexity.
X.
I do love the CRR import. I love what the Spaniards are doing in Rocket League, so I'm going to be cheering for them. Let's see how this goes. It's time for a bit of colon stumpy. It's time to start our first series of the day.
All right. Well, look, we're ready. We're good to go, baby. Fake German Amigos, Luna Galaxy X. Complexity. I did do it just then. I've seen people in chat doing it as well with the emoji, so appreciate that immensely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Wonderful little emojis. I didn't realize that one existed. That's one of the underground emojis that your nan would use, and you're like, what on earth? How has that snuck its way through?
How is my nan so thick? Do you know, we all think that all the time. Like dumb. like unintelligent. Anyway, let us move on. We have got a big couple of teams here. It's an all Spanish, all German siesta. That's the party one, isn't it? Siesta.
No. Siesta's asleep. Fiesta is a party.
Oh, I had it right, and then I questioned myself.
Yeah. Siesta's a sleepy one. We're going to hope they're going for the siesta and not the fiesta. S tier rather than F tier. And Ivan's going to be starting things off. A little bit of an attack on that back line. The CRR, as we've seen him compete for complexity across the pond after he moved. Again, one of those international transfers, I feel that, yeah, it's a decent bit of talking about it, but not as big as your apparently Jax and whatever else. He didn't have as much of an impact, I think, as a lot of people would have liked, considering how much of a change that then was to the team as well.
Yeah, I mean, CRR has been all over the place throughout the Rocket League world, but it's the team that he's up against that take first blood. It's Rizex of the catch. The flick is blocked by Tox. Tox doing his thing of charging down as quick as possible, but unfortunately for him, on this occasion, Ivan, the other Ivan in this tournament, was there from the rebound.
Tox is also quite a lot of fun to watch because he has been that ever close to making all of the majors that we've seen for quite a while, and he's always sort of lurked in the 5th to 10th spot, I feel, in basically every single RLCS tournament since Season X, but he's just not been able to make it to a major. He's had chances most recently, so he is an absolutely quality player. I think the two best German players are in this lobby right now in Tox and Rizex. So he's also someone to keep looking at, and Rizex is going to be charging through with techie little Tekos tapping it home.
Fake German Amigos running riot in the opening of game number 1. Rizex refusing to leave. I think he got a little flip reset there as well to make things tricky. And Atomic, the man who I said would be the player to watch in this entire event, being nowhere near it. So I'm looking forward to seeing him as well. We've talked about CRR, talked about Tox, but Atomic, his performance in that final open qualifier was the stuff of legend.
Well, you casting that one, and there he is scoring. Was that you casting? I remember it was CJ, I think.
We both know I don't remember, Stumpy. You and I are the same there, where we think, oh, what a matchup. That must have been 4-3 overtime. Who casted? Oh, it was us.
And it was me. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing to glean here.
It's always a pleasure when I look back at old series to see what was going on, to get clips of videos that we make. And then I'm like, oh, what's this? Wow, I can't believe this result happened. And then I click into it and it's me talking. And I'm like, what? I have no memory whatsoever of this banger series. What a shame.
So to answer your question, maybe.
I don't know. I also don't know. I think CJ was. Anyway, Atomic, a stunning performance in that series. Really? I think showed that he was one of the, maybe not one of the highest peaking players in Europe, but certainly has got a peak that is, up there, like a top 10 that is insane when you look at the footprint that Europe is putting forward to these majors.
Yeah, I'd say the man's peak isn't regular, but when he absolutely hits it, he can very easily be best performing EU. Here he comes again! Slams it over, though. That was simple for him.
There's also a doink that went amiss a little bit earlier on, where I didn't see who it was, but there was a backflip that came in. A doink would have easily taken it over the keeper, no problems. Tekos, a player that's been pretty new to the RLCS recently, passing it over towards Ivan. Yeah, Tekos has been an absolute pleasure to watch as well, where they call him Techie Tekos because his mechanics are that of, you can tell when someone's a youngster in Rocket League because they are so insanely mechanical, seemingly out of nowhere.
Here he is. Here's those mechanics showing. Also, I thought you came up with Techie Tekos earlier. Is that already established?
Yeah, I thought we said it during casting at some point.
We didn't, mate. Oh, maybe we did. Maybe I was there.
We might have done. That's the thing. We might have done.
No one knows. Well, he didn't need any of the techiness there. He just smashed it in. 3-1 now to the fake German Amigos, and they're looking pretty good for themselves, mate. They're looking on top. It's been, as opposed to huge solo plays from them, just passes, bumps galore, getting in the way. CRR has the mechanics back here on EU soil. It's the Spaniard. CRR, one of those players that I really enjoyed watching in his come up. Was CRR with the German Amigos? The first iteration of Dorito?
Let me have a look. Let me hop in the office and I'll have a little gander.
Was it German Amigo? No, it was...
Go on.
Something Demons.
Oh, go on. Keep going.
It was a colour. It was like the White Demons or something like that.
Coco 93. What a memory.
Is that what it was? The White Demons?
White Demons.
Oh, phew.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And someone said it in chat. I promise that I haven't just cheated. That was the old cool call memory banks.
I saw that. No, great job. I mean, so far this is Fake Joe and Amigos with an even better job because 3-1 going into the final 90 seconds. Precisely what they need, looking to continue one of their little winning streaks. Into that back corner, it's going to need to see something come out from Lunar Galaxy and a lovely musty. Ivan just tapped it above the crossbar, cleared away. None of his teammates had that much faith that he was going to make it.
I believe it's pronounced Ivan. Or Ivan. He needs to drive the Merc. Like iRobot. Ivan.
Oh, you're saying it's Ivan?
Yeah, it's Ivan. It's not Uvan, it's Ivan.
Ivan.
Anyway, 2 goals still needed. But Lunar Galaxy X actually did it that time. Complexity. Honestly, my arms can't handle this anymore. They are in pain. Tox sends it out wide to Atomic. Here we go. Atomic lines one up. He gets to the top corner. Almost. Tox rolls it in. We've got a match.
Tox, right place, right time after sending it up high to Atomic. Wants that on target. And Tekos, I think, fancied him to go for the double. And Ivan manages to tap it home. Just gets that little bit of contact. 1 goal difference, only 40 seconds. A decent chance here for LG to come home.
CRR's going to nip around and get a little pinch on that one, but Ivan comes up against Yukar in the form of Atomic. Here's Tox waiting for this pass into the center. Suddenly, it's all Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. I have to remember all these names. CRR over the top. Tox is going to try and get a chance. Leaves it to Atomic. His touch is
too far.
Stumpy. There's been a couple of poor touches from the big Atom man.
Yeah, a little bit too far, but Tox is going to make sure that he dives in to make sure that the contact and the possession stays their way. Tekos clears it long, 100 boost for Atomic at the back. To the ceiling, challenged by Ivan. Frizex, a reset, takes it down, bit of game management, but instead Tox is there first.
Tox has a chance for the flip reset, has to dig underneath it, can't quite do it, and Fake German Amigos take game 1. Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm going to have a little look and see what's going on in the rest of the competition because we are a little bit later than a lot of other places.
Rest of the comp watch.
I've just seen that apparently, according to the Real Will, 100% are 2-0 up over Jobless, which would give Jobless their first loss of the entire tournament. Otherwise, it's Endpoint 1-0 over JJ Rock. I'm sure they do. Oxygen 1-0 up over Espartaco. And then Resolve 1-0 over Saudade.
Oh, not Saudade. Honestly, I'm rooting for those guys to win this whole thing. I'd be so happy if they did.
Would you be really sad if they didn't?
I mean, I wouldn't be really sad if they didn't. That would be a huge emotional swing between happiness and sadness, you know. But I would shed 6 tears if Saudade don't win this whole thing. So that's not really sad. Yeah, that's like relatively sad.
Quite sad to get to the point of crying. It's
only 6 tears. Look, it's manly to cry 6 tears. Okay,
it's manly to cry at all, Cole.
That's what I say.
Yeah. That's
6
what
tears.
everybody should be saying.
It's
No. 6 tears is not the limit. Cry your heart out, men. Talk about your feelings. Game 2, though. Salty shores, salty tears down the faces of the losers at the end of this series. Yeah, we're going to be looking at the Wikipedia page. I think if Jobless are going to be losing their first series, something very interesting. Otherwise, can Fake German Amigos keep up their win versus LG Co?
We shall see here in game number 2 by the sea, as Rizex takes a lovely little touch over the top of Atomic. And I'd say that what we've seen so far as Atomic tries to place this one in is that Lunar Galaxy X Complexity have got a higher ceiling to me. They look more capable of doing wondrous, brilliant plays than Fake German Amigos do. But if you're not scoring goals and you're not winning, it doesn't count for naught.
Very true, very true. And Atomic's going to tap that one down. CRR has to leave that, I think. Instead, he goes to Ivan, who on the goal line, backflip. That shouldn't have been a goal, to be completely honest. Look, Ivan lands, gets in position,
Oops.
and then just jumps and backflips. He found himself a little bit crawled out of the net, had to then return. Instead, jumped instead of handbraking. Poor gameplay from Ivan. Nice pass down from CRR. 1-0 LG Co.
I think that Ivan thought the same thing I did, that was that CRR was going to fake. It looked very fakeable, and CRR actually went for that second hit, and then Ivan was like, ooh, I'm in a bad position now. So he just, you know when you do a sort of like a token backflip? To say I tried, and I couldn't. I think it was one of those, and Tekos apparently couldn't score that one either. So suddenly, it's Lunar Galaxy getting all the luck. They're getting the plays. Atomic flicks it over the top of 2 of them. Sierra's coming in. Should be
Lovely.
2, must be 2. It's 2.
Lovely play from them overall as well, because that started with Tox fake on the goal line, leaves it for Atomic, above the crossbar, 2 commit to it. Perfect placement. CRR manages to get the relative open net as well, but all starting from Tox's sheer bravery on the goal line.
Suddenly we're seeing the real Lunar Galaxy. They are 2-1 overall. Both teams are, in fact, CRR.
Fake.
Oh, look at the fake.
You said that the firepower of LGCO was going to be a little bit higher, and I think now we are seeing it. It's a lovely fake up high. Dig takes both Rizix and Tekos out of the game. Then goes low, a little ground pinch to finish it off. That's the cherry on top.
That was a beautiful little goal, wasn't it? I always love a fake. I think fakes are an exciting way to score a goal because they don't actually take mechanical skill. You know, it's basically using your opponent's own read of the play against them, and there's something quite beautiful about that. Sierra puts it to his own backboard. Atomic and he hinge together to tee up Rizix, who passes to Tekos, who gets it back to Ivan. That's a little special one.
That is stunning. Put that in a little montage. That is brilliant play from all three, because Ivan shies away from it too. It's the bop, 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 bim, bam, bish, Spanish bim, bam, with a little bit of German bratwurst on top.
Like a paella with a big old sausage on top.
Exactly.
That's what that goal was. A big dollop of paella with a nice German sausage just hovering on top. But they remain 2 goals down to the other German-Spanish squad. Ivan slows things down. A goal early here, or a goal soon here, should I say, will make things pretty interesting. Tox has missed. Tekos shoots. CRR, can he get back? Yes, he can.
Low boost, though. Have to actually fake out Ivan. They end up getting that back corner. Ivan's going to stay on the play, but another miss from him. Leaves an open ball for Tox to send down long. Rizix 100 boost now, but under pressure, has to force it up into the corner. Tekos takes over. Atomic was not expecting that.
There's another little backflip there from Rizix as well, the backflip fake, just like CRR's goal. So it seems to be this is the game of backflip fakery. Will we see any more in the next 2 minutes and 55 seconds? Still plenty more time for fake German Amigos to come back into game number 2. Even the Lunar Galaxy have indeed stepped up. Tox is going to win this one. Is he not quite on that occasion? Atomic coming in there into the corner. Can Atomic get round it again? No, instead. Leaves CRR, but there's a chance here for Tekos. Fakes out for Rizix instead. And goes chasing, wants some boost, wants to do something with Rizix's touch. Rizix goes solo. How's the 50-50? It's good enough to let in Ivan. Ivan's going to shoot this one. As you know, Lisa for Tekos. The fake was almost good, but Tox was alert and aware. Another passing play comes in. These guys love their passes.
I love seeing their passes. Going for the not just like the 2-man plays, but 3-man plays over and over again. Stretching the defense, but so far holding firm for the fake German Amigo.
Atomic sends this one out wide. Ivan was waiting. Suddenly, it's fake German Amigos all over Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. Sierra has to leave that one for Rizix. Real important time in game number 2. I can't believe there's still 2 minutes left. It feels like we're deep in game 2 end game territory, but we're barely halfway through.
Because we had 3 goals in like a minute and 10 seconds. Like it was a lot going on very early on.
Fox sends it out wide. Fake German Amigos will have there to be even more going on towards the end of this game. Tekos has to beat Tox and does. There's a huge race for this one. Atomic wins it cleanly. Only to the ceiling, unfortunately. Oh, Tox was there. He was nipping about. CRR then shoots. The ball's cleared. Surely isn't going in. Someone's got to reach that, right? It's Rizix trying to force it in, and it hits the near post. Dangerous moments again for Lunar Galaxy.
Tries to just whip round it. Shame that he couldn't, because his positioning was, in the end, for that play, very good. CRR redirect just above the target, but Tekos manages to block it away regardless. Up first is going to be Atomic challenging versus 2. Rizix falls to the right-hand side. Minute and 10 and a fake out from Rizix sends it a little bit further towards the side than he would have wanted, but he's going to stay on that ball like a dog chasing a car.
I mean, there's plenty of cars as well. The dog wouldn't know what to choose. Certainly not Ivan. He's the only one he wouldn't go for. It's Tekos. Gets CRR. Rizix with the shot. Tox was alert to it. Atomic now trying to bump out Tekos again. Tekos has the composure to touch it gently for his teammate. Tries to take out CRR, can't. Atomic can only send it downwards. This is a real opportunity, but it's saved to the side again.
Again, that defense staying very firm for LGCO. Right-hand side is going to see Ivan send it central. CRR low boost, but just takes that shot to keep the defense honest. Tox opting for the boost over the ball, and it's about Atomic. He fancied pure ball action, but he wasn't able to get there for it. Ivan goes just below the CRR as a defender. Final 20.
Rizix has to get this one over the orange goal. How's his challenge game? Doesn't even matter because CRR just floats deftly with the ball to send it away. Tox is going to win that one, and it will be game 2, no matter what happens here, to Lunar Galaxy, X Complexity, and Atomic just plonks the cherry on top.
I've got a little bit of info from elsewhere as well. Endpoint are 2-0 up over JJ Rock. I'm sure they do. Resolve versus Saudade are 1-1 now. Oxygen 2-0 up over Espartaco.
Go on, Oxygen. We love Oxygen.
And 100% over Jobless. They're at 2-0 a little while ago. So let's see if there's been. Yeah.
No, I want the clean run from Jobless. I want Jobless to never lose in 18 series.
Don't know if that's happening, mate.
Oh man.
Oh wait, hang on. What's going on? Yeah, it's 6-2 with 15 seconds left for 100% over Jobless.
That sounds.
I think that's going to be 100% win there, mate.
Are you 100% sure?
That's really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I do work hard on puns. I look in the mirror and I just say puns.
Yeah, I believe that. Jobless though, they made it 6-3 at 0 seconds. Only gets a goal. Regardless though, my oh my, 100%. What a showing from them. Who are they playing a little bit later on in the day? They've got Endpoint. So
I thought you were
very
asking
good
me.
team.
I was terrified. I was like.
It was more just like a little get it out
Saudade.
there. And then Espartaco, they're playing them as well. So yeah, wow,
team of the
100%. They're on their way. They're on their way up.
I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I'm happy that 100% are doing well. I like seeing them, but also because Saudade beat 100%. So if they then beat Jobless, that does open up the almost fully win streak for Saudade, my favorite team. So it's all happening, man. It's all happening here. In Shift Summer League, lots of excitement occurring, but we're going to keep our eyes here on fake German Amigos versus Lunar Galaxy X. So there's a big old one there, and our producer can confirm. He can probably see me right now. X Complexity.
I'm just going to call them LG code.
Don't finally get me into it and then back. That's so you.
No. I mean when casting, when doing anything else, Lunar Galaxy X Complexity.
You just did a little casting.
I did. All right, you win.
Yes. Can the Lunar Galaxy win though? Not with Rizex airing the ball forwards. Tekos makes a good block, and Tox is just, he's a good little ball chaser, is Tox, isn't he? I love players that chase the ball. What a save that was from Rizex. I do sense that Atomic is warming up, and that's scary for me for FGA.
Some decent amount of pressure as well, though, as Rizex hits a shot towards target CRR to save Atomic, then passing it back towards CRR. Tox does get a touch.
Oh, please
score this. He's going to be up to it first. It's long, it's CRR in. That is that passing play that we said came from LG Co. Instead this time from the fake German Amigos.
Yeah, but it came off Rizex. That ruins it. I didn't realise. I thought that was just all beautiful orange team play.
That was beautiful.
No, it takes a deflection. It's never as good when it takes a deflection.
What, from CRR? That's not beautiful. His shot isn't beautiful.
No, it was nice. What I'm talking about was it was a full-on team play, like the slower ball to your teammate, back to another one, into the centre, and then there's CRR with a perfect finish. That is a dream goal. It got downgraded to a really cool goal, and I think that's okay.
Chat, was that a really cool goal or a rubbish, awful goal, as Paul is saying? Vote in chat.
Press 1
if it
if
was
that was a good goal,
if it was rubbish.
Oh, chat, press 1 if that was a goal. Yeah, chat agrees, I'm pressing 1. What a freaking set that is. Look at that, just pinging it up. Here's Tox. Oh, we're going for more bumps. Love it. Love it. Here comes Atomic now. Wanting to hopefully score a cool goal for LG Co. Not happening on this occasion. They just can't score cool goals.
Not allowed to. Not allowed to. But it's pressure from Tekov. Going to force Atomic to be very awkward. CRR makes a snapshot save and clear it away from an incoming attacker from LG Co. If an air draw from Rizex and actually saved away CRR. Again, another slight touch and keep it out the grasp of a goal.
Yeah, the young man, CRR, hasn't lost his reflexes yet, unlike us oldies. And he's able to bounce the ball, backflip towards it, and get something on it. And then Tox. Oh, that is filthy.
That is those big bratwurst muscles coming out from him. Jumps up, versus 2, no problem. Clears it home. Lovely force through from LGCO.
We have a result, if presumably Tunes is to be believed, and that is the end point of just won 3-0 against whoever they're playing. Who are they playing, Stumpy?
Oh gosh, that was looking Rocks, JJ Rock. I'm sure they do.
Apparently not, if they're losing 3-0.
But endpoint, you said?
Yeah.
Endpoint 3-0.
No, but you said JJ Rocks, I'm sure they do, and I said apparently not if they're losing 3-0. It's not that complicated, mate. Look, I know it's, what day's the day? Wednesday. I know
It's been a long
That's
week.
your weekend. That's the start. Captain, it's Wednesday.
Exactly, but Monday's
I
the
did the
start of my
meme.
weekend. That's such a sad thing to say.
What, I did the meme?
Yeah.
Well, I'm cool. I know
That's
memes. I know all the
horrible.
best memes.
Oh. One in chat of Cole's cringe.
I agree. I'll type in one. Games agree to anything. Oh, Stumpy Goblin agrees. Oh, wow. We're going to have to see a bit more defending here from Lunar Galaxy X. Complexity tackles coming in, has the pace. Another brilliant save hit from CRR. How many saves has this cheeky Spaniard made as that ball just rolls in? Tox claims the assist, I believe. No, CRR with the assist and a save. The man is farming.
He's doing well. He's killing it. Yeah, Tog's been great in this third game. LG Co. Very happy to have him on their side. And to be honest, CRR, I think, has elevated this team. I think they look great.
You know what? I never liked when casters sort of say, or analysts sort of say, oh, they couldn't do it without him, or that wouldn't be possible without this player. Well, it's like, obviously, they're 33% of the team. You know what I mean? Like, take CRR away, 2v3, I'm going to imagine that LG Co are probably going to lose this series.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Redundant.
You make redundant if you keep going.
At least Jobless can't be made redundant, because,
Nice.
you know, already.
They did just lose, though. They did lose.
Dwarfed. Imagine being made redundant from joblessness.
Oh, God. Oh, that's just called getting a job, isn't it?
Oh, Tox punched that ball towards it. And the Galaxy X Complexity are really starting to warm up now. The fusion of different esports styles. Atomic goes for the flip reset. Bouncer.
gosh. Messy.
Almost there, with a little cheeky pogo wogo. We couldn't quite do it.
Very weird little demo from Ivan, but with a minute left, he's going to be happy that Tox is off the pitch momentarily. Atomic dropping it down towards Tox up the double. It is not going to be successful. CRR tries to go in just to cause a little bit of mayhem. But Ivan passing, wants to try and wrestle this game back. Another minute or so.
CRR is going to make sure that's not possible. It is looking like fake German Amigos, despite winning the first game, despite putting up a heck of a fight in the second game, are just not going to have enough strength unless they score here. And 33 seconds, 2 goals is suddenly very possible.
Crown and Jules did it. With 6 seconds left, they got 2 goals.
What year was
Do
that?
we see? What?
What year was that?
I think 2015 or 2016.
So almost a decade ago.
Oh my word. Oh gosh. What?
I was 22.
You were 22.
I was 22.
I was like 16.
Really? You're not 6
No.
years up. You're not 6 years younger than me. You're like 2 years younger than me. Really? I was like, you're not that young, are you? That would hurt. If you went, yeah, Cole, I've been,
younger.
yeah, I'm glad you're not that much younger than me. 1 year I can handle. If you were like 5 or 6 years younger than me, I would hate you for that.
That's fair. You hate me for other things, so it balances out, and that's going
I'm
to
not
be
normally
also...
jealous of you. Normally I sort of like, oh, I think I'm good for you. But if you've got more life left than me, that I couldn't have.
I wouldn't say that because I'm tall, and you're
Well,
sort
like
of
an old dog.
runtish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you're like, you're runtish, so you'd live. You're a little mongrel.
Oh, like, you know the sort of world's ugliest dog that's got like one tooth?
Yeah,
and,
but it's like
dammy
19.
eyes. Yeah.
Because of course that one has to carry on.
I think one of those dogs has been hired in superhero film where he wears a mask after being burned.
Has it really?
I think so. Yeah, I think that character has a dog now.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah, it's just been confirmed by Hillier in chat. The dog got a part in
In what brand?
in superhero film with burned face man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, nearly. Nearly had the
Cheers,
lawyers on
Hillier.
that. Yeah, thanks, mate. But Lunacol, 4-1, taking that one. That's going to be 2-0 for them, or 2-1 for them, rather, to LG Co. One more, and they're going to be getting their, I think, their 3rd win of the tournament so far.
Good maths, good maths. I would say that CRR is Lunar Galaxy X Complexity's best player. Like, they couldn't do it
Couldn't
without
do it
him.
without it.
Couldn't do it. If he wasn't on the pitch, they'd probably be struggling. But with CRR there as their 3rd man, as one of the 3, one of the trio, they're doing pretty okay.
They're doing very okay, I would say. I think fake German Amigos, they've got that bounce back in them. Clearly, we've seen that in the previous games. But Just didn't quite have it in that one. A team that also didn't manage to have any bounce back is Espartaco versus Oxygen. They lost 3-1 in the end. Oxygen taking that. So, yeah, I think Oxygen, they need to be working their way back up. I think now maybe they're taking it seriously after yesterday's games versus Endpoint, where they clearly were not in the mindset that we normally see them in, starting off being called Oski Palmer and Archie Walker.
They weren't even called that at the start, were they?
No, they're just called
They were
Kyle
Cole.
Walker.
Yeah,
Cole Palmer.
yeah. Oski changed his name to Cole. It's like, no, I get it. I get that you're a fan. That's fine. But you should probably stick with your real name.
Probably.
Be yourself. That's what I say.
Right now, we need to see fake German Amigos take back a game lest they end on this map that we have affectionately named Viva la Vida.
Oh,
Good chance, though, for an early win from CRR. Gets it just wide of the net. Atomic's going to find this one central. CRR was waiting, but Ivan is able to be the man to clear the ball away. Rizex versus Tox does get the better of him. A quick catch, an even quicker flick to get one goal to the good.
Another counter-attack as well. Rizex is not afraid to turn on a sixpence, as we say here in the UK, and chase that ball. And do you know what this game is missing, Stumpy?
Go on.
It's the players crying about this map, because I think every other match we've casted in the in-game chat, they'd be going, oh, this map. But these guys seem to be all about it, and I respect them for that.
It's their job, isn't it? Literally their job.
Play wherever we tell them.
Precisely. No, I really like this map. This map is pretty stunning. It's very lovely. I like the big bridge in the background.
Is there a bridge?
Yeah, there's a massive bridge. I will see it on another shot shortly.
Are you looking at Tech
back behind? Look back behind now. Look.
Oh yeah, there is a big old bridge.
A huge bridge.
Where does it lead?
Manfield.
It just leads to Manfield. So what? This universe is just a series of connected stadia.
Yeah. What is England if not connected stadia? And oh my word, what is Tox if not with connected neurons getting that shot off?
I've been sent it to the side. CRR once more involved. Chose to go to the ceiling. Did your fabled ceiling meta ever happen, Stumpy, that you were very excited for about 4 years ago?
What, smashing it into the ceiling?
Yeah, it was like your thing that you were absolutely tipping.
Yeah, it was big on Vitality for a little while. K-Dot was keen on it. I think we see it frequently.
At that point, could he? Started to slow down.
Oh, leave him alone. He was great. He still is great. The GOAT. Yeah, I think that it did go very well, and people were doing it for a long time. I think it just comes down to how situational is it. Is the quick pass down better than the ceiling pass? I still think the ceiling pass is underrated. Or a fake, yeah. But like,
here we go.
Slamming it into the ceiling is the one. Oh, that's nice. 1, 2, the third. CRR comes back around for it.
Yeah, shame, but Tox managed to hold his position well to keep the attack going. And now in comes CRR, Atomic waiting behind him. Ivan has to get this read and sort of does.
Side flip.
Squidges the ball down. Everyone's a little bit confused now because the hit wasn't clean, which takes everyone out of position. Nice one, fake German Amigos. Atomic to the ceiling again. He goes for the self-sealing play and he shoots it, but it's saved by Tekos.
There's also Tox having a bit of an awkward backflip. He didn't make any contact with the ball. Rizex just bodying Tekos away from that one too. Actually falls back down towards CRR, who delicately carries it so perfectly towards the middle, but no one was there.
And then moves it back to his own half accidentally. Classic.
Okay.
The dichotomy of Rocket League there. You do one thing right, and the ball just chases you down and makes you look silly.
Tox opening up that back corner boost off the respawn. And Ivan, that ball goes completely awry from him. And contact made, no back corner boost to CRR on this player. Demo again in the middle, getting much more physical here on Viva la Vida.
Atomic and Co are sensing victory, trying to get that ball back to blue territory. But to be fair, fake German Amigos are more than holding their own. They're sending the ball back towards orange. CRR gets this catch. A few more demos come in, actually a double demo. Tekos and Tox trading demos. Rizex goes for the fake and almost gets it.
That's the second time they've done that. When I spoke about demos a second ago, that was also a double demo with Tox and Tekos. So they're magnetically attracted to each other in game.
Maybe they should just leave each other alone and just stop bullying each other, because nobody wins when people bully.
It's very true. It's very true. Apart from ice companies, when you have to put that on the wound, bullying is made up by big ice. Oh, and Tox has got all the ice in the world. Minute 42. Sinks the second for the boys.
Yes, always going to be Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. They seem to be enjoying themselves here in this event. It was a beautiful challenge there from Atomic. Just placed the ball via an opponent into Tox's path. And Tox always just seems to have a sixth sense for where that ball is going to end up. And I believe there's actually way more than 5 senses, so that phrase isn't making sense. Like the sense of balance is one.
There's also the sense of superiority.
Okay.
Sense of common, or common sense, I suppose.
Your sense of common. It is I, Common Sensius.
The sense of common
You
sense.
probably shouldn't have jumped off that bridge. You probably shouldn't have fallen over.
Well, the sense of balance. That's what failed him.
Fair. I just fell. Sierra goes to this. Oh, he leaves it. I didn't see that one coming, did you?
Cheeky. Very cheeky. Rizek so going into the corner with the reset makes it more awkward for the defense. Tries to go for the bump on the way through as well with Tekos. Trying to wrestle control, isn't able to. Tox now with a little bit of speed can then be there for the center. Sierra, that would have been a devilish read. He is not the man to do it.
Oh, good play
More
from Tekos, though,
demos.
into the space. More demos. Tox and Rizex. Tox is just one of the bullies of the RLCS most weeks that he plays. Ivan fakes just about. I don't know if he intended to, but it's worked out for them. The chance for Rizex over CRR. CRR can kill this series here if he can play well with the ball. Atomic comes in next. Got the double tap. He would have done, I'm sure. But Ivan didn't let him. They just had to get the ball, the Blues. Can they do it?
Rizek up high towards that left-hand side. Tekos the man too with a reset, but Tox reads him even better. Left-hand side now. Atomic goes high. Rizek, who can he pass this to? He stops that ball dead above his net.
Rizex slows it down. In comes CRR again, though. This could be the dagger. It's hit the backboard. Ivan has to get it away, but he has to do more than that still. Tox just slams the ball anywhere.
Ooh.
Any placement will do. Rizex no boost, but a perfect first touch. Atomic into the center. Tekos no boost either. Somehow keeps it up, but it won't hit the ramp. He's not Fireburner. And the winners are Lunar Galaxy X Complexity.
Everybody do the X's in chat. Get the X emojis out. Because LG code, they managed to take it. That's also the final match that's going to be wrapping up out of our round 4 it is, but round 1 for the day. A result that came in, I think Resolve going 3-1 against Saturday. That was a new one. Otherwise, yeah, everybody else was already wrapped up.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody inform your X. Go on a platform where you can type 280 characters. Twitter.
I was hoping that you wouldn't bow to it. Jar of Jam, you all right?
You all right?
I'm just checking my Twitter, also known as X. Let's see if I can.
Whoa, come on.
What's that?
But let's see.
That?
There we go. I was just trying to
that's his X.
basically. I was going to announce the winner, but again, the focus.
What's
is gonna
that
be a little bit-
notification, Jar of Jam? Did you just leak something?
No notifications. I just wanted to say that it was Luna Galaxy X Complexity.
X. Thank you, Twitter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're welcome. My goodness, though, this series, first and foremost, I thought first game, fake German Amigos, Tekos once again the MVP, two goals, 5 shots, like 3 demos. He has been absolutely on point. He has been the MVP of the day number 1. But that is just CRR. Then CRR again. Then it's Dog stepping in for CRR. I think the CRR import, the complexity part of Luna Galaxy X Complexity was the absolute beast, and so he has slotted is the word I'm looking for into that team perfectly, and hence they're getting the results. Bravo to LGX.
He's a wise player as CRR. I think when he and Dorito came up as the duo, CRR always seemed to me like the smart one on the pitch. So I'm never surprised when he just sort of jumps into a new team and seems to know exactly what they need of him. He's one of those players that uses his mechanics wisely. This CRR always impresses me.
How about those results, though? You've alluded to this on the broadcast, but jobless, still jobless, I suppose. It's released no jobless.
I'm sad they've lost. I'm happy for 100%. Good to see as many teams as possible competing is great. But the chaos would be jobless going 18-0. That is chaos to me.
Chaos. Give everybody. I want everyone at the end to be 9-9. That's what I'd like. And it's just a horrible amount of tiebreakers that actually worked out to see who goes through and whatever else.
Do you get, like, with regards to goal or game difference and stuff, does home performance matter?
I can't imagine in this it does.
That'd be a shame.
I mean,
that's a shame.
Yeah,
a
mix
darn
it up.
shame.
Hey, look, if it was up to me, right, at home you'd be able to pick your maps, and away they'd be able to pick their maps. The home team would always pick their maps.
I go
really
crazy, go like Retropia, do anything.
Ooh, would I accept?
I'd do that. I'd do anything. Why not?
Yeah,
man?
that's fair. I think. Do you know what? If JJ Rocks are up against Jobless and they're like, do you know what? Jobless, have fun with 5 games in a row of old school Utopia.
Yeah, let's do Retropia. This. Let's do Pillars. Let's do all of them. Let's do the
next
weird
season,
ones.
Next season, Shift, make it happen. All
Double
players
goal.
will hate it. We will be that hate shield. You know the meme of like holding up the shield to all like the arrows and stuff?
Exactly.
Stampy and me will be that. We will
Another
be the face
meme.
of this.
Another meme reference
I'm
as
just
well.
down with the kids, isn't I?
Horrible little man.
I put the cool in Cool Cole. That's why I'm called Cool Cole, mate. Because
Can
I'm
we
cool.
please go to a break to end what he's talking about?
Cool guy.
No, not at all. No, we will not. We will absolutely not. Quick mention also about one of our teams that we saw yesterday. Gritserve Resolve have gotten their first win versus Saudade. Yeah. It's for me. But hey, great news for Resolve fans. 3-1. That series has ended, so Resolve finally getting their first win. Unfortunately, JJ Rocks is still looking for their first victory, but today they still have 2 more games, and so they still keep their chances up. Resolve is actually one of the teams they're going to be playing against, so chances are happening there. Second team though, Oxygen. So either there's going to be a big upset or we might see something else. But how about this match, though? Yesterday, we started incredibly strong. We had Oxygen versus Endpoint. And now this match already, Fake German Amigos versus LGCO. Just on point, highest level of Rocket League.
Yeah, I was impressed with LGCO in particular. I think even game 1 that Fake German Amigos won, I remember saying that it seemed like Lunar Galaxy X Complexity had a bit more in the tank, had a higher skill ceiling, and so it proved to be over the course of the rest of the game. And even these last second goals that they didn't even need, which is making a statement. And then, I think there was a goal for Fake German Amigos. So they even take the lead on this one? They did. It was a lovely little play from Rizex, but LGCO too strong. Stumpy Goblin.
Yeah, I was very impressed with LGCO. I think the fact that German Amigos, or Fake German Amigos rather, I still think played a very good game. I still think that they played better than... Yeah, my dog's going crazy or something. I still think the fact that, Fake German Amigos did put up a decent fight against LGCO, and they still managed to come out to a level where they're able to, push LGCO to 4 games. They can do a bit more, but I'm still very impressed. I think they've got nothing to be ashamed of in that series individually. I want to see then what Tekos goes on to do, because he has been the #1 guy on the teams that he has taken part in multiple times for the last couple of years, at least in the last 6 months to a year. So yeah, we'll see how he ends up going.
All right, well, that was only the game #1. We have 2 more series to go. And next up, folks, start up your cars, get yourself ready. Gritserve Resolve and Team JJ Rocks is going to be well, extra, read all about it. We're holding, folks. Hold on to whatever you have. Hold on to your microphones, tables. Hold. Positions.
Should we just sit in silence for however long this takes?
No, I think we should do our jobs. So the alternate streams that we've got, some team streams that are going on. We've got Oxygen. People have been asking in chat if there are alternate streams. Oxygen, they've got a stream that's going on. That is on Hootie Hoo. People are very excited to go and watch them. He is, of course, also the host of the NA one that's going to be happening 2 hours or so after we end over here. You've also got...
day for Hootie Hoo. Fair play.
Big day for the boy. LGCO are streaming, you got Jobless streaming, Resolve, Endpoint, JJ Rocks, 100%, Saturday, and also Espartaco. I think everybody's streaming, to be fair. So yeah, keep an eye out. If you look at the Rocket League category on Twitch, you'll then be able to see all the team streams that are going on. So yeah, have a little look. Have a little look on the Wikipedia as well. There's lots of people that are going on. If you guys weren't working today, which stream would you be lurking in? I wonder, boys.
I'd be having a little look. I'd see how Hootie Hoo does it with Oxygen Esports, see what they're up to. I think they are the highest quality team in here, so if I'm realistic, that's probably the one I'd like to watch. But obviously, the legend Saudade is who I'd go for now. Now I know them. I know and love them.
For me, it's easy. It's Endpoint, just to check out on how Boy and Craftman are doing.
Very fair.
Very fair indeed.
I'll go Resolve.
How are they doing, do you think?
I'll go Resolve.
Fair enough. Beautiful choice for everybody. So, folks, once again, we're going to go on a short break. When we come back, Gritserve Resolve themselves versus Team JJ Rocks are going to be on our screens. See you in a bit.
Stop holding.
Coming home at 4 a.m., staring at the holes in the ceiling. Feels a little smaller now as I'm trying harder to breathe in. Lying in the sheets, caught up in between dreaming and a nightmare. Ghost in the machine, you haunted change, don't make me right. Trying, but there's nowhere to hide. So I need you as my alibi. Don't wake me up tonight.
And we're back with Shift Summer League, Jam, Stumpy, Cole. We have just seen a series between Luna Galaxy X Complexity versus fake German Amigos. I guess it's the fake part, unfortunately, did not allow them to win because LG Co. 3-1, very convincing from CRR, from Tox. Quite an opener, but let's put our attention to the series number 2 of the day. Gridsurf Resolve versus Team JJ Rocks. Resolve just got their first series win versus Saudade. JJ Rocks, unfortunately, still looking for their first.
Yeah, I think JJ Rocks so far have sort of been the punching bag of the Shift Summer League. We're hoping that they can get their first one here because I think every single team that, of course, is here has made it through. They are a very good team. It's, if people don't recognize the name, it's Stake, Mark by 8, and Catalysm. That is a solid team.
That's not an 0-18 team by any means, is it?
No, not at all.
That is not the whipping boys.
They should be getting some dubs.
Yeah, they 100% should.
You like Mark by 8, don't you, Cole?
I do. I love Mark by 8. I always love the chasey players, and Mark by 8 is not the OG chasey player, but certainly in the turn of the open era. He was the one that led that charge for Team BDS, so he'll always have a place in my heart. Will the Spaniard, and then Catalysm as well. You know, he was up with the OG German Amigos. We interviewed him. His first ever interview was with us on Grid Overtime in front of like 95,000 people. He'd never spoken to the masses. We wheel him on, and he's with us for a good 20 minutes just having a chat. So I'm a big fan of him as well. So yeah, there's lots of love that I've got for this team as individuals.
Yeah, and once again, this is a little like a German Amiga situation because Catalysm, German, Stake, Spanish, Mark by 8, Spanish. We just keep on making these offshoots of the original German Amigos with Catalysm, of course, one of the OGs from there. I don't know how that happens. The Germans and the Spaniards just love to play together. And yeah, you mentioned that at multiple points, all these players would be considered some of the best players in RLCS on Mark by 8. The Team BDS era was spectacular. It's such a shame that when that started, a little known thing as COVID hit, and unfortunately we haven't been able to see them on big world lands. But yeah, so far in Shift Summer League, they have just not been able to find their footing. Rarely even seeing the other side of the field. They're averaging about like 2 shots per game, which is at the very bottom of the stats, I'll tell you that. On the other side of Resolve, though, Razier's Ivan Cash, well, that's another star-studded roster, so it's going to be an interesting one to try to disseminate and see who's going to take it.
I think we've also seen a few chances where Resolve maybe they got massive results and they couldn't then follow it through. Of course, I think the biggest example of that was when they beat Team BDS in a quarterfinals in the qualifiers for Major 2, and then they got absolutely thrashed by Vitality to the point where I think everyone was disappointed. I think I casted that, and it was just a shame because we were all really expecting. I think it was me and CJ. I'm pretty sure because we were both
you think
just
everything's CJ. You just sort of dream of CJ cast.
I always think the best. But yeah, I just always think like what a world it would have been if they went through BDS, then Vitality got a few more points, maybe made a major. Fortunately for them, they weren't able to do so. But Resolve has been one of my favorite orgs in the last little while, in the last 6 months or so in particular, where they've had these pickups, where they've had, I think, runs where you see the Cinderella story come through that might not always come through in the Swiss stages, or will always come through when you get to a playoff situation. They gave us a little bit of magic. I hope that they can manage to pull themselves up off the floor, where they've gone now 1-3. They were 0-3. But Cole, I think this is a good chance for them to get another win underneath their belts.
It's a really good chance, yeah. But you know what? I'm rooting for the JJ. I'm rooting for the JJs. You know, when you see a team with those players called JJ Rocks, who knows what that means? I certainly don't.
It's an org, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, it's an actual org, yeah.
Oh, I apologize then. I apologize, JJ Rocks. I'll certainly look into your stuff. I wonder what JJ Rocks means. Someone called JJ? Or does it mean
I'm sure they do.
Hey, my option is that JJ stands for Jar Jam, and that's it would be my pick for the team to win every single time, no matter the odds. And it just says Jar Jam Rocks. It's actually, folks, I have something to confess to. It's my org. Yes, it's my org. I'm the owner.
Well, I happen to think it stands for Ginger Genius. So I too am going for JJ Rocks.
Okay. Look at that.
Not quite the okay. I'm gonna go. It stands for Jinxed Jabronis, and it means that they are jinxed and that they're not actually able to win a single series. So I'm going to go with Resolve here for my prediction.
Jabronis, what year is this?
I'm an American Italian, can't you tell?
No. Italian. American Italian.
Yep, it's that scene from the Inglourious Basterds once again. Just
exactly.
No, sir, you are absolutely not. But what we are is ready for the second series of the day. It's it's those boys again. These subpar boys are at it again. I keep on pointing to the wrong
Other way,
direction
other
because
way.
it's really, thank you. It's really confusing for me. Red Star Resolve and Team JJ Rocks, another best of 5 on your screen.
All right. Well, hello everybody. It's us still.
Can you take us in so I can have a bite of food?
Actually, I'm just going to be here for a little bit.
Okay.
Just dance in the corner.
I assume when I said that would be the bit where we go into it. But I can hold off for my bowl of food that's in front of me.
No, it's okay. It's
Cole,
perfectly fine.
what is your food? Go on.
It's a brand. You know what it is. It's,
No, I
it's
know
the
what
hot
it is, but you
version.
can just describe what
Oh,
the food
it's,
is.
itself.
what's it called? Like a carbonara thingy. Do you want to see the carbonara?
Yeah, go on.
Carbonara with little fake hams, little vegan.
You got a
fake
little
hams.
plastic fork.
Cool vegan.
Yeah, it's because it's easier to sort of like I like to use a plastic fork and bowl for these heated meals because then you can sort of it's easier to scrape the bowl because it bends. It's actually a really good system. Like we do have
Jar of Jam, would you
ceramic
like to
bowls.
cast this series with me and Cole can leave
Sure,
the
you
show?
can eat my food. That sounds great. That
Sure.
sounds really good.
It's still going to be like a 3-cam, just the two of us, Stumpy, and then Cole is in the corner just eating.
Just eating.
Eating with his children's cutlery. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay.
It's also a plastic bowl, plastic cup, and it works really well. It's a good system.
Fantastic.
Wouldn't
Well, are you ready to play? Are you ready to eat? Is everybody ready?
I just basically just want one forkful to take us. I'm not going to be there going eating the whole time that Stumpy's casting. I'm not that unprofessional.
Okay, we're ready. Let's try to time it down. We absolutely have it. When I clap my hands, can we do a transition? 3, 2, 1.
That was good. That looked nice. We've got the Resolve logo as well right in front of us. And then we've also got the JJ Rocks logo. Oh, that's exciting. Have I just not noticed that before? Because that was very pretty.
So we are.
Right,
Gonna
mate.
find out
No.
what?
You're not talking with your mouth full. You continue to eat that, swallow it down, wash your mouth out, and then we'll do our jobs, okay? We're starting the game off with Resolve and JJ Rocks. It is 0-0. The Resolve have got a little pip by them. We need to remove that bad boy.
Spoilers.
Have you cleared your mouth out?
A little 0-4 next to JJ Rocks. We could have a 1-3 next to Resolve because Resolve are 1-3. I repeat, Resolve are 1-3. Not great for them. Not great at all.
Yeah, not great for them. I do think that this is probably going to be a Resolve win. In terms of your percentages, Cole, where do you think it's going to be right now for JJ Rocks to get their first win?
About 20% maybe.
Okay.
Based on
Cash
previous
is in the
results,
Mustang
based on
though.
quality.
It's still 20%.
Yeah, cash in the Mustang. Cash in anything except the Fennec or the Octane makes me happy. So I'm happy enough with that.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to go with an 80%. They are calling for a little pause. And Mark by 8 just takes it look, make sure that we're going to be resetting nicely. But yeah, JJ Rocks so far waiting for that first win. They're in a little bit of lag in the server. We're going to figure this one out as soon as we can. I wonder if they're also chilling in the Resolve little headquarters or if they're all at home.
Ooh, I imagine they're at home at the moment. But I could be wrong. You know, Resolve are a forward-thinking org. They're always looking to squeeze every ounce of experience that they can out of any situation. Although the fact that Raziers is the only player that's struggling, it does imply they are all separate. So yeah,
Sure.
I think that they are. I think they are separated. So maybe that'll do them some good eventually. Maybe that's why they had the slower start. You know, if you're used to playing next to each other and fist bumping and doing and all that, if a teammate makes a mistake and suddenly you're apart, it does change things. These things do matter, so that could be partially why things are a little bit off for them. It's not been their best performances so far. The losses that they've had are losses that we wouldn't really expect them to have, as I search for their results that are in front of me somewhere. Here we go. The Shift Summer League. Who have they lost to? Who have Resolve lost to? They lost to FGA, which is fake German Amigos. They lost to, so many names, so many shortened things. They lost to Oxygen 3-2. That one's fair enough, but that puts them 0-2. And then finally yesterday, they also lost to Jobless 3-2, which again is fair enough. All the losses they've had, isolated, are fair enough, but 3 in a row, suddenly less so.
Yeah, I think right now we're going to be looking at firstly this series, but also everywhere else because we're now going to round 5 and our trends really start to show. Oxygen are 1-0 up versus Jobless. I'm in their series. Make sure you go and check that one out because that is also, bear in mind, EXO against his former org that Joyer has come in for. 100% are beating Endpoint, and fake German Amigos are beating Espartaco. And in this series, we are now ready to go at 420.
we go again. We've had some super quick team talks. Hopefully the issues have been resolved. And we can now start this series. Another hopefully big old best of 5. I've had some Champions Field here. Grid Serve Resolve have gone to Game 5 in at least 2 of the series that they had yesterday. I don't know what their result was in the one that they won earlier, but I'm sure they'll be happy to have that particular monkey off their back as Cash. And that Mustang goes to the backboard, and Stake is there already. But it's looking like some Resolve pressure to open things up.
Actually a very high-scoring series earlier versus Saudade. It was a 3-2 overtime in Game 1. It was another 5-4 loss, and then a 3-0 win, and then a 3-2 win. So, yeah, that's a lot of goals flying in for them.
So they're playing an expansive form of Rocket League, our Grid Serve Resolve, which is what we want to see from them. Marked by 8, we don't want to see you scoring own goals, nor do we want to see Catalysm missing the ball off the backboard. Let's try and figure out something, you and me, experts of the analysis. What is going wrong with this team? Why is it not working? What is the issue here? Is it they're spreading out as a team? Is it individual plays? So far, I'm sensing their mechanics aren't quite as hot as sort of the upper RLCS players. You know, the touch are a tad off. There's a few misses, 1 or 2 whiffs you wouldn't expect. So that's my first alarm point.
I'm seeing when they all joined the team. It's actually very recently they all joined the team and therefore started playing together. Mark Baye and Stake joined first on June 29th, so about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then Catalysm only joined 5 days ago.
Wow.
So extremely recently.
Oh, hello. Oh, the double flip reset into the doink. Cash is a genius. I care more about the doink than the double flip reset. Sue me.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at Wikipedia. I'm so sorry when this gets posted to the subreddit. I did not see that.
Gosh, just don't care.
I'm so sorry because that was absolutely brilliant in the replay. I am blown away by that. And Cash with a doink, Ivan double reset. That had everything. That had all of the glitz and glamour.
I only noticed the doink. Sorry, Ivan. You'll have to do better than that, my friend, to impress me. But that was almost nice there. Yet again from Grid Serve Resolve, who are back.
Well, then Mark Bayer playing into that back corner. And we've seen, like you said, Cole, a few missed touches, but that goal comes completely from skill and talent. It's going to be marked by 8. I thought it was going to get bumped by Cash. Instead, Catalysm removes Raziers from the equation. Catalysm then wanting to work his way towards the ball. Raziers pushing with a lot of ambition. We saw what wins meant to all of the Resolve team in their documentaries. The fact that they were making sure that they filmed all of their reactions. And you can just see what all of these moments mean to our players. I love seeing all of that go on. It's going to be Cash in the sky, removing Catalysm, trying to get yet more moments on his showreel and in his career.
States us have to try and stay alive right now for JJ Rocks. Cash into the center. It's been all Grid Serve Resolve for about 3 minutes. The Oranges have come forward. Jar of Jam is informing us that they barely get any shots away. And we're starting to see why. The passes aren't quite fast enough, or at least Grid Serve Resolve with their quality of making them look slow, but Catalysm has made it through. Raziers will take a couple of touches there. Pinch it towards Mark Bayer in the corner. How's his clearance? It's towards a teammate. And again, no, I just want to see these clearances turn into passes, Stumpy.
Yeah, just sort of sending it out and away, not finding anybody so far, but it's still only like 4 minutes into game number 1. Catalysm is dunked on by Cash, and the ball's going to fall a little bit awkwardly to Raziers, but he recovers masterfully over the side, gets a reset. Cash up high, the double isn't there, but the ideas and the ingenuity are flowing on Resolve's side.
Resolve having way too much fun in this series. JJ Rocks have to ensure they block that enjoyment for the team in blue, and equalizing would be the perfect way to do that. Raziers keeps his car low well, though. Catalysm now has a chance, constantly low on boost. JJ Rocks, Mark Bayer comes in, Cash gets the read. JJ have a real chance here. Stake shoots, and Stake scores.
Great shot as well from Stake. I think just having those passes come in can make all the difference. That one coming off Cash, but with Stake there, he makes sure that Ivan, completely grounded, low boost and sustained pressure, is what's going to break that back line.
So, we have had the blink from Resolve. And JJR continue to impress themselves upon them. Raziers is beaten there. Cash gets the ball long. And Raziers does have some more boost, but Stake was already there waiting. Suddenly, we've got JJ Resolve that are all making all the statements. Mark Bayer towards Stake. Cash nips in. That seems to be Resolve's best way of... Did I say JJ Resolve?
Yeah.
I've ruined it. Restart.
Restart. Go on.
And it's a goal. Restarted.
JJ Raziers getting one at 17 seconds left as well. It's a great little late winner, potentially, but a reset. And then the dunk on Catalysm. He's been everywhere. He has done everything so far. On that entire play, at least, I think overall it's been a very split performance from everybody on Resolve. Whereas the latest pickup to the team has been absolutely brilliant.
It sends it long. One more chance for JJ Rocks, perhaps, but not with Razias there. Just blocking them at every path. Cash now comes in, slows himself down, gets it from the floor nearly. Nice effort from him. Over to the side, Cash will get it into the center again. It's just all Resolve all the way to the end. JJ is trying to rock. They are being rolled as it stands up to this point, but Marbella can catch it. Punches it long towards Stake. Catches the backboard. Won't get the second touch. Catalan do pass or shoot. He passes. Nice idea. Not quite right. And it's 1-0 Resolve.
The position for the pass was actually great. And the fact that he also ended on no boost just showed that that was the best that he could have done. A shot towards does nothing. Pass down just read by that final defender. And Resolve. Game number 1. And it's got to be the highlight play. The double reset into doink.
Here it comes. Here's one. There's two, but more importantly, skadoosh, the doink at the end. Cash is clearly a watcher of our streams.
He is. He's brilliant. He's great. And Stake managed to get one back, shooting right above Ivan too. But yeah, I think overall, we can see a lot of nice plays coming out from Resolve. And it was somewhat messy from JJ Rocks.
Oh, that's a lovely goal, that last
That's
one. I
really
didn't get
lovely,
that enough credit. Yeah, it's because I just said JJ Resolve and ruined it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to the clip. Sorry to Razias when you watch this one back. Excited to
We
hear how the
both messed
casting
up a
went through
clip
it.
each. That's what it was.
That's nice. Should we see who can mess up more throughout the rest of the day?
I'd back you for that one, I reckon.
Gee, you're so kind. You always believe in me, man.
Yeah, I do. Let's see what's going on in the rest of the Sumer League. Fake Joe and Amigos 2-0 over Espartaco. Oxygen 2-0 over Jobless.
Wow.
100% versus Endpoint is at 1-1.
Endpoint's doing really well.
Saudade, LG, X, Complexity. They are 1-0 up. Our Saudade over
Go
LG, X,
on,
Complexity.
get on,
So you'll be
Saudade.
happy.
Love that. I really like that team. I really like it when a team comes out of nowhere. You know, the ultimate team to have done that. The OG, no, not the OG Team Queso, the sort of second coming of Team
The reborn Queso.
Yeah, they were pretty good then, and I didn't know. Actually, we knew Rise, didn't we?
Yeah, sort of. We also knew Joyo from Barrage.
No, it was Rise from Barrage.
It was Joyo from Barrage as well, wasn't it?
No,
Was it not?
I don't think so.
Was it
Barrage
Barrage?
was Rise.
Here we go. Joyo.
It was
Vatira.
It,
What on earth?
wasn't. It was someone else who began with C.
Catalysm.
No, not Catalysm.
Complexity.
I was thinking Complexity as well, but no, not Complexity.
See,
and then who was the third?
My memory is rubbish.
As
This
soon
is why
as
I take
someone
so
tells
many
the chat,
notes.
we'll know.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, go on. Who was the OG? This is annoying me that I don't know. The second one, Cynical. That was it.
Cynical.
I knew it was somebody beginning with C. And then Oli, apparently, was an OG Barrage boy. Now that had disappeared from my brain.
Well done, chat. Yeah, mine and Cole's memory is rubbish. And Stake, he has got a memory of an eagle shooting at Here's the
Elephant?
top
Elephant, maybe they've got good memories.
one. An elephant
No,
always
we'll go with
forget.
the eagle. We'll go with the eagle. Memory of an eagle. And he's just scored it for JJ Rocks. The underdogs here. Have they taken any games yet, JJ? I'm sure they've taken a game or two,
Yeah,
but not too
yeah.
many. It's been rare for them.
They are 4-12 in games. I guess now
so they're
4 and
picking up the odd
13.
one. So
I
one
think-
out of every 3 games they win. So on average,
Yeah.
they lose 1-3.
Yeah, I suppose so.
No, I'd take that if I was in this, losing 3-1 to these teams.
Yeah, but you're not good.
What?
Well, mate.
Apparently I'm not good, so I'm a little bit hurt with my ego.
That's
Catalysm's touch wasn't great either, to be fair. Slam that one into the center. That eagle memory let him down, and suddenly it's 1-1.
Yeah, rough touch though from Catalysm. Goes up for it. Didn't really need to either. It's up a little bit too early. Cash they're getting past to from Ivan. The
on.
double tap from Cash is
Oh,
oh
what a
my
save!
word! 90% of the way in, but gets headed away.
That is the redemption right there from Catalysm. He made the mistake for the equalizer, but that save keeps them in it at 1-1. We still have a game. Catalysm uses all his boosts to go to the side. It's one shot after another right now for Resolve, but somehow JJ Rocks have got the ball away. Still no boost. Where is it? Pick up some pads, lads. It's not that difficult. Get something, 'cause otherwise you can't keep making these saves.
Tell you what, their defense so far is stretched but stunning. Great performance from the Cash Central. Ivan's going to drop this one right down. Cash low for it. Steak has to make contact. Does so. They are so low on boost, but Steak has made basically every single save and been assisted by his teammates. Now, Catalysm to shoot! One and the other after constant pressure. All it takes is a spot of gold.
If you want to know how to play defensive Rocket League, JJ Rocks have just written the book. They had no boost. They've made about 18 saves. They've made, 7 between them, less than halfway through this game. And all they need is one touch, counter-attacking football at its very best. Now, park the bus, lads. I want to see this end 2-1.
Very efficient from them. But now we need to make sure that we don't see another error coming through from the defense. They've clearly cleaned it up a little bit, but they can still happen. Mark by 8 gets rid of Raziers. Midfield then sees Catalysm go higher on the ball. Ivan have to high as well, but completely free jump by Mark by 8, who can then stay on, gets it around another. Now Ivan's going to have to be that final man back, but great push from Mark.
Catalysm was just waiting underneath this ball, but Raziers won't allow him to take too much time doing that. It's the extra cheeky touch, and it's 2-2.
How dare you, Raziers? How dare you go for this? A reset into then a perfect air dribble, round 2 of them, clamoring and chasing back to get anything.
It's turning into a real high-quality game of Rocket League is this one, here on Salty Shores, where the best matches happen. Into the centre there. Cash towards Ivan. Catalysm will get the block into the centre. Raziers into the corner again, and Mark by 8, he can just be demoed, but at least get the ball forwards.
The quality of shots this game as well have been outrageous. We've seen like 3 goals go absolute top corner. Ivan now flicks that one away to make sure they can be the next team to put one convincingly on net. Cash towards Raziers, playing it back from earlier on when he was passed it back the other way. Cash central, a little tap. Ivan's there, 2 go up. It's a good chance now for a blue side push.
Raziers going to catch that one into the side. Cash is waiting. It does seem to be the match of all the top left and top right finishers in the world. Ivan now around the back. Raziers is there. State gets it away. Mark by 8 again. They're boostless. It's really starting to frustrate me. Just get some pads, please.
Minute 20. These 80 seconds now ticking down. Ivan send it long. Instead, sends it more laterally. That allows JJ Rocks a chance to come in. Ivan get that towards Steak, who's awkwardly positioned. Cash pops it up high, tries to go for another one. It's actually going to get that very awkward touch in. And not quite a second to find Ivan lingering on the goal line.
Up by into the centre now. This is a real chance here for JJ Rocks to keep up their average of at least 1 game every series. Steak there up against Raziers. Past the goal it goes. And since something's coming, suddenly it's Resolve who have no boost as Raziers prods it forwards. Catalysm can wait. Catalysm boostless again. Mark by 8 uses all of his just to get the ball over his own goal. Now Steak can get a redirect here up against Ivan. Not quite. It does look more likely to be Resolve, but still a real chance for JJ Rocks.
Yeah, JJ Rocks, I think, have also been playing on par with Resolve so far. I think I've put them like an 80% chance to lose it. Cash actually gets in the way there, puts up high. Stake, can patiently wait on the goal line. Raziers does not want to come in and try and go for the 50. Cash, again, going for that double block. Stake is the man to get it, though.
Mark by 8 underneath Ivan. Ivan to the backboard. It's good play from him, so Raziers can slow things down. But in comes Stake. Cash picks up 100. He needs it. Mark by 8 goes solo. Another top corner magic piece of play. Raziers v Catalysm. It does seem that this game is only going to end one way with a top corner boomer. Can it be at 0 seconds? Ooh. Cash gets himself in trouble, then takes himself out of it, at least for now. Raziers is bumped. Cash follows it up. There's still a chance here for both teams.
Oh my God, no.
Anyone following is Raziers. He puts it high. Surely the save is there from JJ Rocks. Catalysm sends it downwards. Cash still keeps it up. In comes Steak. All boost is used. The Blues still have some. Raziers to the backboard. Mark by 8 into the corner. Ivan, does he let it die? No. The ball stays alive forever.
He didn't want to. He didn't want that to drop, which I really respect. I love that he just kept going for it. But we saw some real freestyle plays throughout that 0 second. Ivan now down towards Cash. On target, saved away by Mark.
Only ends one way, this one. It has to be a top corner boomer, or else I want my money back. Raziers over to the top where Catalysm swats it away like a fly. Ivan's turn now. He does fly towards the ball. Can't do enough with it. And it's more dogged defending from JJ Rocks.
Cash, a boomer towards the side, towards Ivan. That second touch not coming in. It's going to be going low. Taps it under. Raziers can get it middle of the net. I'm going to count that as a bullseye rather than a triple 20.
I like that. I appreciate that. It makes me feel a little bit better. I was a bit disappointed by how that one ended. But if you do think of it as a bullseye, yeah, not a decent little finish there.
Yeah, you got to pass 2 defenders. It wasn't an open net. It wasn't a trickler. It wasn't like the end of Gentle Mates Falcons, where it just ends up being a positional mistake, and then TRK shoots it on the open net, and everyone's like, oh, okay.
I mean,
that's a shame.
If TRK had scored the winner, that really would have been a story for the ages.
That would have been crazy. TRK on Resolve, that's the signing of the century.
And it's Resolve that continue their huge comeback here in the Shift Summer League. We did say, if you lose a couple, you need to not let your heads drop. And that's exactly what Resolve are on the cusp of doing. One more game, and they drag themselves to a 2-3 win ratio.
A little update from around the world of the Shift Summer League. Oxygen have 3-0'd Jobless. Jobless did not get themselves a game. And then a big German Amigos 3-0 over Espartaco. So yeah, Oxygen, they are tearing through today. Only lost 1 game so far.
How are the others going? Go on, fill us in, fill us all in.
100% are 2-1 over Endpoint. Resolve, of course, here 2-0 over JJ Rocks. And then Saudade are 1-1 versus LG. X. Complexity.
What a match from them. They just keep on performing, don't they? Love those guys.
Doing well. They're doing well.
But we are going to stay right here where we have a 2-0 lead on the side of Grid Serve Resolve. They're playing the better Rocket League overall, but we saw in Game 2 on Salty Shores that JJ Rocks are not just here to be smacked about. They will give themselves an opportunity. Can they take it?
So chance for Steak. He actually went low corner. Sees Cash on the backboard. Had to go for it. Cash can save it away. Raziers, though. Nice air dribble. Utterly uncontested. I assumed there'd be a defender there, but everyone ended up sleeping.
Yeah, shooting practice for the big German. He just waits. He's like, oh, I guess there's no defence, so I'll just follow the ball in. Let's just follow it in. That'll
Send
do.
it long.
1-0. Happy days.
And it went top corner as well. Back on the top corner count. That's 1.
Okay, top corner count is 1. 1's in chat, everyone. Spam your 1s. Let's go for another one. Cash has got it in him. Go on, Cash. Smash that one home. Oh, Ivan's there. Oh, that would have been impossibly cheeky.
Mark, though, trying to go for a dribble against both Raziers and Cash. You do well to get it through either of them individually, let alone when they team up together. Cash listens into the ceiling, awkwardly positions himself, and so flubs it up high.
But he does get the one down towards Steak. Up against Cash. I do fancy a response quickly from JJ Rocks, but Resolve aren't letting that happen.
Not when he's
They're making all
backwards.
these passes now. It feels like JJ Resolve are driving through treacles, such as the pace difference. I've done it again. Oh, it's because there's an R. There's too many R's.
JJ Raziers waiting. Seeing if he can get the next
It's Grid Serve Rocks.
Which he does. Grid Serve Rocks. And they do. They really do. They're a great electric vehicle charging company.
Oh, that's very true.
I use them frequently.
Charging companies
Bottom corner. Bottom corner. We take that. It's a corner.
Is that 2s?
I think that's a 2.
All
I think that's a 2.
I'll spout some 2s in chat. Is it cornery enough? Yeah, do you know what? It is. That is pretty darn cornery. Well done. We've already turned a corner, you and me as friends.
That's bottom colleagues. That's a nice bottom corner goal. 1-1. Oh, JJ Rocks really are playing these games incredibly close.
Raziers up against Mark by 8. Go on, JJ Rocks. Get yourselves a game. I do want to see that. This one shouldn't be a blowout. I think they deserve a game, the way they've played. I mean, my goodness, the boys don't need boost. And that does inspire me, the fact that they are constantly starved and yet are still making wonder saves and scoring decent goals. But when you have Grid Serve Resolve coming forwards like this, having shots in their locker like that one, it's always hard to defend.
It's a lovely touch, too, from Cash, because he takes over from Raziers. Everyone's got eyes on Raziers, who then goes side post. That's neither top bins nor bottom bins, so we're going to be leaving that one. It's still just 2 out of 3. But yeah, the fact that everyone's got eyes on Cash, Raziers can manage to sneak his way in the end. It was a little bit like a cross-eyed moment. Cash there now to shoot it on target. It's open, it's free. JJ Rocks looking well on track to go 0-5.
Yeah, but it was all the work of JJ Raziers. Look at him there. I think he's managed to force that one in if Cash didn't come forward and unleash the butterflies upon his enemies. It's looking a little bit like this one's over, barring a real JJ Rocks step up.
The JJ Rocks stunner. A nice idea for a bump there from Raziz. Instead, Steak is going to stay grounded with this nice Slurpee decal. I never got that decal, and I think it's absolutely stunning. As is that save from Raziz. He saves us from, unfortunately, a top bins counter. So, boo on you. Boo to you,
Boo
sir.
on you, sir.
Boo on you, sir. Do you boo your thumb at me, sir?
But here is JJ Raziz, followed by JJ
rude.
Cash. It's going to be another free goal for JJ Cash.
That's rude. That's mean. Look at him just drive up. Raziz ends up going chasing. I think Cash really wanted to just let that dribble its way into the goal from that initial touch, but then thought, maybe I do hear somebody.
A mean goal. When you're 3-1 up and the series is pretty much yours, getting demo goals is just cruelty. And they're still pressing. Here's JJ Ivan against JJ Steak, who goes forwards. Cash is there. He's lost JJ rights after scoring that goal. He's just Cash again.
Oh. Yeah, with the bullying, I think it has to be. Raziz, backboard, low on boost, only 10. Cash gets a little bit in the way. These boys are starting to freestyle, but there's still 2.5 minutes left in this one.
Yeah, I think they're going to be enjoying that fact. They seem to be having, as I said right at the start of this series, a lot of fun here on the pitch. Ivan's already up. He gets the read into the centre, but where was Cash? That is why you're not a JJ.
Very true. Cash trying to go for a psycho. Doesn't get that second touch. Catalysm reads it. Catalysm nearly for the double. Cash very awkward and misses the ball entirely on the backboard. But as we said, they have 2.5 minutes. That's now very quickly gone down to 1:45.
Stake there. Onto the backboard. Go on, here we go. Mark by 8 gets us back in the game.
Clap and cheer.
I will whoop and holler.
You can whoop and holler, but you can't clap and cheer. Don't say holler, holler.
I didn't and wouldn't.
Thank you very much. All right, well, now there's only 2 goals in it with that 1:45, and it's a corner. Very true, Real Will. That's a corner. That's 3 out of 4, I think.
3 on 3s. 3 on 3s for corners. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Keep them coming. Let's get a couple more for JJ Rocks. Get us into a game 4 at least. I'm enjoying this series. I'm enjoying some of the goals that we're seeing. Cash puts that one into the... He's bumped away. Yeah, take that, Cash. Oh, they're probably going to score anyway. Yeah,
Not corner.
Cash is like...
Corner count. Nope. Nope. No corner.
Cash just got bumped away. It was funny though. That was nice. That'll make JJ Rocks happy when they see this replay. Like, at least Cash got bumped away.
Do you think? Yeah, that's what they're actually in this.
Yeah, they're going. That was funny. That was a funny little moment.
That was nice. Raziz, little fake kickoff. Try out.
What's the odds of a comeback? What's the likelihood?
I mean, I had them at 80% chance to lose at the start of this series before any goals were scored. So now that they're 5-2 down, sorry, 5-3 down.
It's alive.
It's alive. They're now at 79%
you know what? This
chance
time,
to lose.
I will holler back, girl. There you go. Holler. I hollered. And I whooped and I cheered. A couple of goals left. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining. 79 seconds. 69 seconds by my count. Not 79. I had 10 more seconds on. I had 10 more seconds on like a fool. Decent kickoff here for the Reds. The challenge goes to the side where State. Does he pass? He does! Oh, but Ivan read it.
Yeah, Mark by 8 just a little bit too far across from the play, so Mark takes out that frustration on Raziz and Ivan. Cash wanting to go for the pogo, but not really enough boost to get himself convincingly underneath that ball. Ivan, big bang
Shots.
back. There was a bit of a chance, but bumped by Cash.
Yeah, the angle wasn't quite right. He had to try and wiggle his car around, and that meant that Cash could just get himself in the way. Arbe's coming forwards. We need a bit of magic here from Steak with the redirects.
Hello.
35 left. We're so alive.
A 9-goal thriller in game number 3. Little tap past the defender as well. Steak, great positioning. Now, Resolve got a little bit silly. They were starting to freestyle. Do we now see it settle down massively? We've got to.
Ooh, Catalysm, how's his challenge game? It's not too bad. Steak has a chance. He's got boost as well for once. Cash to the side. Mark Bay, can he win this race against Raziz? He can. Ivan will follow up though. Raziz up against Catalysm. Raziz can kill it right here. You sense that one more will be too much for even the genius of JJ Rocks to come back from.
Final 15 with Cash back corner. 45 boost. Steak's going to be pushing his way in. Goes for a bump on the defender. Raziz with the touch. Raziz awkward. Marbe just has to shoot this nicely. Raziz is there for it though, and Cash comes in for an interception.
Cash uses every ounce of boost to allow Mark by 8 one more opportunity, but that touch from Ivan sends us to the corner. There's almost a bump from Mark by 8. Raziz is being tracked every step of the way.
Oh.
His double tap goes as far as Mark by 8. Cash then kills it with a flourish, and Resolve go within one series of equalising their record.
10-goal thriller in game number 3. It was so close. So close. For JJ Rocks, they just couldn't quite secure it. 0-5 they now go. And climbing up the ranks again are Grid Serve Resolve. 2 wins on the day. Their next match is going to be up against Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. And then on the side of JJ Rocks, they're going to be playing against Oxygen. Very tough match for them.
JJ Roxygen. That's one for the casters out there to try and commentate without mixing up Oxygen and Roxygen. Not that I would, of course. Yeah, decent enough performance from JJ Rocks. They showed moments, but Resolve reminded us that they have that RLCS quality, and you can tell it's there. It's in the minor moments, isn't it? The little wiggles, the little fakes, the little first touches that JJ Rocks just weren't able to anticipate. But what do you think, Jar of Jan? Did you anticipate them? Question mark.
Well, I told you at the beginning of this series that I wanted JJ Rocks to win. Most importantly, the reason being that, yeah, they just sound like the team I would own. A solo owner of JJ Rocks. Jar of Jam Rocks, exactly.
And Ginger Genius.
He does.
Genius. Absolutely. But yeah, unfortunately, Stake Mark Bay, despite how close they came, every single game, with the exception of last one, and by the end of that was just way too close to call it 6-4. Every single other game was a 1-goal differential. 2-1 at the beginning. There's 3-2 in the overtime, but Braziers were just on point. Game 2, Game 3. I love the fact that, as you mentioned, in game number 1, Resolve were having lots of fun and just throwing great ideas here and there. And that was enough for them to do just that. But once again, weak spots from JJ Rocks were shown. The inability to perhaps get to the other side, get those shots going, was exactly not enough to beat their opposition. So hard times for JJ Rocks, but they always can bounce back. It's only the 4th, or rather the 5th loss overall so far, but there's a long way for them to get bounced up. Same goes for Resolve. They started the day 1 0-3. They can go 3-0 this time. Who knows?
Now against Lunar Galaxy X Complexity, it will be a toughie, but if they win that one, going 3-3, sorry, from 3-0, and getting these wins against these teams would be incredibly impressive from them. So I think I'm back to rooting for them.
Right now, Lunar Galaxy, they are technically losing against Saudade. They're in game 5. Saudade are 1-0 up, and it's just hit 2 minutes 30 remaining.
Oh my goodness.
So it is extremely close. So we're going to be seeing if Saudade, Cole, your team, are going to be able to take it.
And we get to watch from Saizen's perspective as well. Saizen, Saizen, to watch that one from, I don't know if it'll be from his perspective or from, just jumping between every single player.
There's also Lunar Galaxy _GG. They are also streaming it. But yeah, make sure you check out
a couple
team
of options.
Streams. Yeah, get your team.
We won't be jealous. We will not be jealous, gods.
There's also a chance for you to watch this very broadcast, but in French. Our wonderful friends at the Rocket Baguette are streaming there on their Twitch channel, or twitch.tv/Rocket Baguette if you want to have it in Français. For a chance. Everything else is, well, up to the streamers themselves. Yeah, I love to see that Shift Summer League is just this communal effort, just a big summer pool party. And we get to see what those, that doink. That doink, though.
You gotta love the doink, mate.
A stunning doink.
Ooh, 2-0, Saudade. With a minute 37 seconds left.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's all getting a bit silly. It's all getting crazy here in the Shift Summer League.
That's how we love it. That's how we love it. But yeah, in other news also by the scores, Jobless have lost yet another game. Defeated by Oxygen, swept by Oxygen even. 100% is defeated endpoint, so there's a bit of a troubles over there. And yeah, the fact that who knows how that series between Saudade and LG Co is going to go just keeps us interested and really excited for what's going to happen. I do believe we do have a winner of this game being kept in the sidelines, and it would be really great to chat with them. So in just a moment, we might have ourselves a bit of a Resolve chat. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, Series 2 done, so that's 5 rounds played, but there's 18 in total, folks. 18 rounds of gameplay. So even if your team is currently losing, do not fret. They can do better. It's only day 2. We've only started the first week out of 3 weeks of league play. There's going to be 1 more week of playoff action. As a reminder, that's double elimination, and it's going to be great. So yeah, folks, let's have ourselves a little somebody by the name of Cash. Cash, hello and welcome to the broadcast. All right, so Hey there. Congratulations on the win. And wow, it's how do you rate it? So your opposition did make you sweat. What's the feeling in your camp? Was it an easy win? Did you have to work hard?
Right, like, but we were just having fun out of it, like as much as we can, because we didn't need to take it as seriously. But obviously, respect to JJ Rocks as well.
Alrighty, so league play, a thing that has not been a thing since season 9 of RLCS. Your feelings about that? Is it great to come to this old format, to this gauntlet of matches versus the same teams over and over again?
It's a little bit different to how RLRS was. I'm not used to playing 3 games on the same day, but it's good fun to have like this consistent amount of practice again. I've been slacking on the hours, so being able to compete again, it's good.
There's a question from Cole, and that is maybe if you haven't been playing Rocket League, have you been going to the gym? What's your workout routine?
Well, as you can see by my t-shirt, Mr. Strong, you see. So yeah, I've been going to the gym. I can hear him laughing. Who's laughing? It's a cool t-shirt, right? I literally got it today and I thought it's comfy. I might as well just wear it.
It's a great one, and yeah, clearly it's working out. What about the doinks? Have you been practicing those doinks? Because game number 1, my God, that was tasty.
I think that just comes natural to me. Like I'm quite comfortable with redirects and stuff, so it's just one of them that comes to me.
So is the bounce back on the line for Grid Serve Resolve? Of course, day number 1 yesterday, perhaps a couple of growing pains, but so far on day 2 you're already 2-0. Your next opponent, LGCO or Luna Galaxy X Complexity, have been doing that throughout the whole day, today and yesterday. How are you feeling about the chances in that match?
I'm pretty confident. I mean, they haven't had the best run so far, and obviously yesterday we got off to a rough start, but we also had some like pretty tough teams coming back into the swing of things. So I'm confident it can go either way, but obviously we're confident.
All right, well, we'll get you a chance to prepare for your next matchup. Thank you very much for joining us, and good luck with the rest of your day, Cash.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, let's bring back Stumpy and Cole.
Hello.
I think all of our questions rather got answered, but would love to see Cash here again. All he needs to do is just win again.
Saudada won. Saudada beat Luna Galaxy X Complexity. I am shooketh. I was watching, while listening to the wonderful Cash, I was watching that game 5. Saudada were 2-0 up, and then Luna Galaxy Complexity got a goal with like 40 seconds left, and I'm thinking, oh, I know how this goes, and a game 5 of an upset on the cards. But they did not stop. They kept on pushing. They won the final game 3-1. What a squad. What a team.
Absolutely love them. So here's hoping they're going to do really well. All they need to do is place top 6 and then make as good as runs as they can in double elimination playoff bracket. But of course, I'm hoping for them to finish number 1, get the number 1 seed, get a bye, just everything, just absolutely everything. For now, though, this has been a great matchup between Grid Serve Resolve and Team JJ Rocks. But there's one more that we haven't seen, and we're going to be introducing the 2 teams that we have not seen yet. 100% versus Espartaco will be on your screen next after a short.
Here comes the hot sauce. Here comes the hot sauce. Yeah, drop the beat.
Coming home at 4 a.m., staring at the holes in the ceiling. Feels a little smaller now as I'm trying harder to breathe in. Lying in the sheets, caught up in between dreaming and a nightmare. Ghost in the machine, you're haunting my sleep, a familiar stranger. Loving can be so hard sometimes. Give me a feeling in the silence. I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Nothing I change will make me right. Trying, but there's nowhere to hide. So I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Waking in the morning, I can't hear you in the kitchen. Nothing feels right, and on my bed can't make me fit in. Lying in the sheets, caught up in between dreaming and a nightmare. Ghost in the machine, you're haunting my sleep, a familiar stranger. Loving can be so hard sometimes. Give me a feeling in the silence. I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Nothing I change will make me right. Trying, but there's nowhere to hide. So I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Can somebody take my breath away? Hold me tight, lonely day. I've been searching for something to ease my mind, till you came along, never thought I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you, and chasing this feeling that I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you, and chasing this feeling that I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me
It's us. We're back. We promised to be right back. We're right back. Jam, Stumpy, Cole. Now this time I'm pointing in the right direction. The problem is over there's a wall, so I feel really strange about pointing
Well
at the wall.
done,
We
Jar
live in
of
your
Jam.
walls.
Well done, mate.
Rocket League. How about it? Round 5 has just concluded, and do you think that we had any surprise results? Or was there anything that really sticks out? Another 5 series has went and gone?
Well, looking at Liquipedia, all the teams on the left won. So that generally means that the seeding, has gone as expected. However, that Lunar Galaxy X Complexity result, losing to Soldada, as much as I love the team, was not what we all expected, especially the way it happened with that game 5. So unless you can spot something, Stumpy Goblin, that's the one that jumps out to me.
Lost. Considering that they were on top, I would say compared to yesterday, it's a bit of an upset. I'd say that generally it's not. You're saying that's not an upset in the fact that Jobless were top of the table.
Let me tell you something, Stumpy. Jobless, again according to Wikipedia, have gone down 5 places today. They have tumbled. And Oxygen are up 4. So I'd say it's the opposite of a shock, considering
You're
history.
boring.
Okay, fine. Tell us your way.
Boring.
Tell us your propaganda.
Nice. Oxygen, they, I think, were not playing properly yesterday. They've now, I think, stepped up to the position where they are actually being the team that they are. I would say, yes, fair enough, Cole. It's not the strictest sense of an upset, but going 3-0, I would say, is a very big result for them. Their next match versus JJ Rocks, that should also just be a pretty easy dub. Going 3-0 on the day is great. The matches I'm looking most forward to, apart from the one that we're going to be seeing on here, of course, is probably going to be that Resolve versus LGX Complexity, or the Endpoint versus Jobless match. So as ever, make sure you go look at their team streams, because they are going to be absolute thrillers. I've seen social media accounts posting away, which has been a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on team streams too.
Yeah, it's love seeing the clips from the individual teams' perspectives as well. There's something beautiful, as I think Dazarin and T-Bates reminded us of at London, of the biased casting as well. And then in the right moment, it just is a little bit different, a little bit spicy. And yeah, it's good to watch those when you can.
Well, over here we're neutral and balanced and absolutely normal and no chaos whatsoever. So yeah, myself looking for that Endpoint versus Jobless matchup. But our focus on this very stream, Shift RLE, is going to be on 100% versus Espartaco. 100% coming into this one with 3 wins and 2 losses. Espartaco with 1 win and 4 losses. 100% an interesting roster. Acro in a relating way officially on top Cougars, but during the off season or in between the majors and the worlds kind of season, there's going to be a lot of changes in the roster. This is like a micro roster mania for you. Louisby, Crispy, Acro for 100%, and Rita Stizzy and Dying for Espartaco. And that Stizzy is especially an interesting player, an import from North America.
Yeah, I think Stizzy also coming back and seeing what he can do then in Europe, I'm very intrigued about, because he's still got that Dignitas tag on. He's just here in Europe at the moment. So, Cole, do you think that we're going to be seeing a few of those NA mechs coming through? Do we see him play any differently as a North American player making this way of a cross?
Yeah, for sure. I read Stizzy's interview with Shift, I think it was actually, funnily enough. And Stizzy was... Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, I've given Shift credit for something. It wasn't him. It was on the Dignitas website. There was a Stizzy interview. And he was basically saying that there is certainly a different feel of playstyle. He sensed that EU players are more direct to the ball. North America, there's a little bit more time, but they obviously use it differently. That's not to say that they're slower. So I expect to see Stizzy every now and then. Someone will beat into the ball. He'll be like, oh, I really didn't think you'd go for that, because he has got used to this North American style of play. But when you get the ball, I do think the on-ball mechanics in NA, the ability to carry the ball and manipulate it, is slightly higher in many ways. So yeah, it's certainly gonna stand out for sure from what he's learned.
I think he has been the standout player yesterday as well. Top 3 MVP in my book. 80% goal participation. So he knows what to do with that ball, either himself or helping out his teammates. Also really high save percentage per game. He's in the top there as well. So Dorito and Dying have a really good pickup in him. Let's see though how they go. So how about them predicciones? 100% versus Espartaco. Boys, you have to pick one. Them's the rules. Okay. Well, that's obvious. Can you mime Espartaco, Cole?
Ooh, how do you know I'm going to go for them? How do I mime Espartaco? I'll do an E. Is that
E.
Is that backwards? Wait,
you use that as like a fancy S
E?
that people are scribbling.
E, yeah, there you go. That's my E. That's my E right there for Espartaco. Let's do this.
Espartaco. Alrighty. Well,
Espartaco.
he's just going. It's going to be a
tired
mind
now.
Yours
broadcast.
is so easy. It's just numbers, man.
You can't do.
Man, I've got to do letters. Letters are
if-
way harder than numbers.
Imagine if I then move my fingers and it's spelled Espartaco perfectly. Like, how creepy would that be?
Can somebody make that happen? People spell all sorts of stuff with their fingers,
Yes.
don't they?
Well,
I think
what
so.
we can make happen is game right now on our
Hey.
screen. So let's not delay it any further. 100% versus Espartaco right here on Shift Summer League.
It is time for our final series of the day. It's 100%, and they're up against. Oh, cool logo! Look
That's
at that,
a cool logo.
Espartaco. Good stuff. Is that like Roman? Did you say is it a Roman?
Maybe.
helm?
Well, Sparta was Greek, wasn't it? Or Sparta its
No,
own
this
thing?
is Sparta.
Is Sparta Greek or was that somewhere else? Oh, yeah, it's Greek. Yeah, okay. So
Cool.
yeah, I guess it's a Grecian helmet, I suppose.
Grecian, is that the word?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning so much of you today, Stumpy. It's a beautiful thing. We will soon learn which of these teams will take it. You can see Espartaco have been struggling 1-4. Is that what you expected?
I think for a team that has, firstly, Dorito on it, I'd expect a little bit more. And Stizzy as well was a great player in North America. 1-4, maybe a little bit harsh, but Crispy is going to be starting off this scoring literally immediately, 14 seconds in, and we have the straightaway goal. I think 100% currently they're at 3-2 in our table. They're sitting in second place. Brilliant team for them so far. Rather brilliant results for them. Louis P nearly getting a stunner.
I can't be the only one, by the way, that wants to see Crispy play with Dorito.
Crispy Dorito. Crispy, Louis P, and Dorito.
Yeah, exactly, the triplets.
That'd be nice. That'd be good.
Well, one day it'll happen, I'm sure. I'll have a word
the
in
player
these pro
called Dick?
players' ears. They listen to my advice when they're coming out of teams. They always say, Carl, who should I team with? And I say, Crispy, you should play with Luis P. And you guys should play with Dorito. And everything just works out perfectly.
Poor Acro. Acro is basically a Dorito.
Is it?
Right? Yeah,
What
it
is an
sounds a
Acro?
bit like it.
Oh, just because it's a word ending in O.
Yeah.
So Rizzo is basically Dorito.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we're all learning about how words work. And here is Dorito. I'm in Acro on the ball, getting bumped away by Stizzy. Luis P with Chris P in the centre. We've already made the jokes about them being twins, so those ones can move on. But it's all I hear nowadays, unfortunately. And dying, edge was long.
That's a minute 20 in, and we've seen quite a decent amount of this attack coming through. But as soon as Crispy gets rid of dying, that's probably going to be slowing down immeasurably. But Dorito actually keeps this going on. Dorito does not get there by Louis P there, which I really feel like he probably should have done. Crispy getting the back corner boost, now going to be continuing on this attack. Going the other way, Acro misses one demo. Stizzy therefore can save it. That really could have been two, but Stizzy's movement keeps him up.
Yeah, it's a good read as well, because there was one final touch there from Crispy. It had to be red, and it was indeed. Luis P's red by dying again, so it's a case of no boost at all right now. The team in red, but they're doing their best to defend. He's 100% once more, dying in front of Crispy, dying. The poor guy is just flinging himself from left to right. Still getting saves for now, but how long can it last?
Dying is quite the name, isn't it?
It is, a little bit. It's almost too easy to make puns of, so you just try and avoid it.
I mean, Dying nearly gets a little pass down, but instead goes up with it. Good chances again start to materialise. That very early goal hasn't really led to too many more chances until that demo. But Acro turns around on the backboard, can push that pressure a little bit further away. Dorito now turning around quickly. Dying in. Louis P up. Low on boost across the board for both
Big
teams.
demo. Big demo, satisfying demo sound. Nice booming one there as we were so close to the ball. And Espartaco are beginning to ask some questions. It's a good challenge from Stizzy. Luis P's allowed to have the ball up against three of his fellow Spaniards. Not really seeing too much bim-bam right now from Espartaco. It's more stop-start. As Diane tries to get a touch into the corner with him. Luis P leaves it for Acro. This is so dangerous. Diane's trying to complete the job with the demos and the bumps.
Whoa.
And Dorito just about squidges it through.
Dorito shot that at literally the only flopping, flailing target in the net, and he nearly makes the save. Isn't quite able to, but 1-1 now. Espartaco getting a tie.
Yeah, not quite one of the ones for the corner, I think, just rolling it down the middle centre. But it's a good turnaround from Espartaco. When 100% got the early goal, you know, you're starting to think this is going to be a bit of a difference in quality, but Espartaco have already proven to us that that will not be the case, even should 100% take the spoils. Since he has no boost, he's waiting for Dime. Another big demo comes in. Crispy on Dorito.
Oh, bumps.
Acro's coming forwards though. Stizzy closes him down. Acro up against Dorito. Dorito wins that one. It seems to be a little bit of a foot race in the center. Who can bit the ball away faster?
Yeah, a couple of bump ideas coming through as well. Crispy actually hitting the ceiling with that one. Redirect central, but Stizzy shut down by Acro. Midfield, Dorito in a foot race back. Actually, a pass across Acro and able to make contact before Dorito finds his way to it. Minute and 20 seconds now. Acro up high towards the right wall. No one to challenge him, so Louis P has got a decent amount of time. Instead goes for the boost as the ball ends up betraying him and flying away. Acro a fade, going for a flick central, instead goes middle with it. Speed trying to wrap it round. Not quite able to, but building pressure for 100%.
I'd say it's dying for Espartaco and Crispy for 100%, who seem the most likely from either team. Two players to keep an eye on as Dying goes up against Crispy in the corner. All position to be in for Crispy. Luis P's called out by Acro. Then Crispy takes touch to the ceiling. Gets a flip reset. Does he? Oh, not quite. Mechanics weren't there. They were so close, though.
Zero boosts Acro to try and challenge for one. Dying up for the second. Crispy last man back. On that last touch coming in, though, for Dying. Sent on again by Acro. We find ourselves near final 30 seconds. No chances appearing for 100% in the last minute or so. A chance for one, but Dying can save it away back towards the net.
So
Dying
awkward.
with a
He's done well.
touch, and that was incredibly awkward.
Yeah, no, he was acrobatic there with his maneuverability to force that ball to the side. But they come forward again 100%. Luis P with the double tap. It's saved once again by Dying. The man is supreme on the goal line.
Final 10, and it's pressure again from 100%. Crispy with a reset. Luis P. Decent chance again, a save away from Stizzy. Acro wants to try and get this back. Corner boost does so very low across the board, but nobody comes in for 100%.
Espartaco 7 saves deep going into overtime. Living on their own goal line, but surviving on their own goal line, at least for now, as Acro comes up against Dying. Stizzy tries to wait for this one, but Acro's too fast from the ceiling. Stizzy with a player in the center. If he can find him, he wants to musty flick this one over the top of Luis P. Ball just rolls towards Acro. Dorito nips in there. He's fast. Dying shoots. That was an opportunity.
Louis P as well being acrobatic for himself on that chance. Manages to worm his way around, but every single player caught in the corner from 100%. Dorito dropping it low. Crispy with no boost. That's to just really go for nothing, and that's in front of the net. That's going to be in. A pixel-perfect pass. Dead across the net from Dying.
The upset so far is on. Dying is fantastic. Forcing that pinch. Dorito was there. He could not say no. And Espartaco, they take first blood.
They did. The Grecians in the chat are going to be very happy. And Stizzy getting a game win. Another one here in Europe. How many game wins have they got so far? Espartaco 7. So that'll be their 8. So good for them.
Good for them. Suddenly 2 and 4 looks a lot better than 1 and 5, though. It's the big swing game, or swing series, should I say, for Espartaco. Look at that. Pinch was perfect. Flicks all the way to Espartaco. That's
What
their
is
little...
that?
Wait, that's the E.
That's an E.
Yeah, what else is it?
When you just go with like that. It's like a snail.
Yours is
I
like a
suppose.
snail. Yours is a snail. Mine's an E.
That's horrible, your
It's
E.
ugly, but it works.
Ugly.
but
That's an
effective.
E. There you go. I suppose that way.
But your fingers are weird, though, aren't they? Look at them. Freak fingers over here.
What's wrong with my fingers?
You do have freak fingers, mate.
What do you mean?
Just look at the state of them. Look how long and spindly they are.
What do you
Spindly
mean?
Goblin would have been a better name.
They're not spindly.
Yeah, they're basically little skeletons in their own right.
Why is O1 in chat just put all caps freak? What's happening? What's wrong with you all? Stop being cruel to me.
But no one's saying freak about this. This is just an innocent
That's
little E.
awful. Why would you ever think of that to do an E like that?
It works.
That's clearly a better E.
No, what is that? What sort of E goes 45
That's an
degree
E.
angles? Right, which E is better, everyone? Coles or Stumpy's?
Yours is grim.
All right, anyway.
Cringe
game
Cole.
two.
Thank you, JBR. That's what you want to see.
Isn't as good as Coles E. Thank you, presumably Tunes. Hi, Tim Laird. Both said stumps.
Both are bad.
That's fair. That is fair.
That's
but I
fair.
truly think that mine's better than yours, which is weirdly angled.
No, yours is so
Yours is
horrible.
like a snowman's arms.
Yours just looks like a horrible little fat slug with just a little head on the top. No offense to any fat slugs with little heads watching, of course.
Yeah, you don't have to not offence yourself, mate.
Right, not offense myself.
Yeah, well, maybe you should offence yourself. Oh, Stizzy, what a touch. Won't matter. No one's following. Shame.
Dying, a little bit of a whiff on that left-hand side. Finally, the first 45 seconds, we've seen a couple of acrobatic players trying to fly their way through. Good demo, opens it up. Louis P then tries to go for Dying to allow Crispy in. Crispy has to then go for the defensive play instead. Turns around, Acro hunting for bombs. Ends up going low with it, nearly a chance. We're seeing a lot of these players fly right in front of the net, and Acro can get on the end of a very awkward little bounce that finds its way past Dying.
Yeah, poor old Dorito had just respawned as well, and he just sees the ball flashing across him. He does a desperate backflip that was never going to get anywhere near that ball. And it remains 1-0 to 100% for the second game in a row. They take the early lead.
100% wanting to make sure they hold on to that early lead. They've already lost that first game. So, I mean, their 3-0 dream is going to be over. I imagine that games are a differential at some point. One of our tiebreakers. So each one is going to matter over the course of our 18 series that each of our teams plays.
I like to think it's who has the more creative E.
You need to calm down because you've lost that game.
I'm just attached to it. Look, sometimes you can lose, but still believe that you're right.
That again.
You know, people are proven quote-unquote wrong for centuries. And then it's like, oh, Einstein was right about that theory as well. Shot.
You're
Everyone
comparing
laughed at him in his
yourself
day.
to Einstein
Well, what letter does Einstein begin with, Stumpy?
by making a mangled little E.
What does it begin with?
What does what begin with?
Einstein.
E. A capital
my
E,
case.
like I did.
Here's Stizzy into the centre. Acro sends it long. Acro actually sets the ball bounce off his bonnet into the middle. Was that a poor decision? It will be if Dorito finishes. He certainly could have done. Luis P gets half the save,
so
and there's
fun.
no one following up. Where have they gone?
There was a team bump as well in net. It was actually the orange team bumping each other in the blue net. Peculiarly. Crispy. But he's got a better E. Central is going to be Dorito. Acro just waiting patiently on the backboard. Actually gets bumped out of the way. Physicality, again a factor, but so far hasn't actually paid off for Espartaco.
I keep trying to avoid saying Esposito as well. Every time I look at Ep, it's the first thing I think of. Anyway, here's Dorito. He goes to the ceiling. Esposito's almost there, but the dance is stopped before it commences.
DP wanted to challenge versus Dying, but Dying Central Doritos. Oh, with a lot of boost. Finally, this long period of offense from Esposito. Espartaco, gosh. It pays off, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's maybe some of the other lyrics of Despacito that we can pun on, we can riff on.
Justin Bieber. They probably say his name at some point, don't they?
Yeah, he probably says baby, baby, ooh, or something.
You'd hope.
It is Stizzy up against Sir Crispington. And it is Sir Crispington that goes to the ceiling. Acro there waiting in the centre. Crispy gets it all the way. Luis P's coming in. That is why the man is a hero.
That's strong 50 as well. Crispy darting down in. Acro then manages to just stop the ball from pinching out a little bit too far. And Louis P, final touch, slams the home. Just under 2 minutes and 2 goals. At 100%, they lead by just that one.
100% are desperate not to go 3-3 after they've been performing so well up to this point. Being
2
just about
wins today.
evens be disappointing for them. Say again?
2 wins for them today, and they've only lost one other game, and that's to endpoint.
What, 100%?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing all right for themselves, aren't they?
Very all right, yeah.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter. If you can't beat Espartaco, you'll be disappointed in your couple of days' work, I feel. Because there is a week's break after this. After this match, actually, for all these teams, there's 6 days off where they can think about the mistakes and the errors and the regrets. And that one might be one for the Reds.
Out of quite literally nowhere, Acro onto the ceiling, sets up Louis P to then just go for the nastiest ceiling pinch, and Dorito just has to watch it fly in.
100% beginning to pull away. Espartaco were able to grind out the first game and can then get themselves back into this one. This one's towards Dying, who had such a strong game, number one. He wants to get this double tap, but Acro was equal to it. On the backboard, never an easy skill to utilise getting that read, but Acro made it look thus.
The final minute, Dying now has got a chance to go for that reset, but Dorito removes Louis P from the goal to make it a little bit easier if you can. His 2 goals still looking great for a lead for 100%. Crispy catches it midfield, low boost, going to keep going on it, try and get a bump, maybe steal a little bit of boost in the back line.
For now, to the side. They're starting to make Espartaco look like they're rushing.
Again!
Esparcito, more like Esperation. They just can't get themselves back on the scoreboard. Acro does the work to make it 4. And check out that Anglais.
An outrageous Anglais flying in from the man not from Anglais. 45 seconds, 3 goals. It's near enough signed, sealed, delivered. This game may well be 100% for Espartaco. Decent chance to maybe just get a goal back. They've had good pressure. But those awkward touches, I don't think it's going to happen.
Not for a while, mate.
Oh,
It's all gone terribly wrong. Acro's a cheeky boy.
There's a fake 2 coming through from Crispy, who I think is just in Dorito's vision, actually jumps up to then force Dorito to then jump. Great idea. Great play. Overall, 100% game 2.
Game's done. Game's done and dusted. Would you add a forfeit rule if you were in charge of Rocket League Esports?
What would just be like, all right, FF. It's like in 1v1s, right? In like the Johnny does. You can just say, all right, FF, go next. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, no, I wouldn't.
Why?
Personally, I think part of it is also how you then bounce back up from these moments. It also gives you time to talk. I think even in the dying embers of a game, there is still value to be had.
Interesting.
Would you agree?
I probably wouldn't. I probably would for community events, but I probably wouldn't for RLCS level events. I think in the if you get to the RLCS, you're in the semi-finals or quarterfinals. You're BDS against Gentlemates. You're 6-0 down with a minute left. You suffer. You are Team BDS. You suffer. It's not about like, oh, be nice to them, right? Whereas I feel like if it's some community event and BDS comes up against, Barry's Bonfires, who are a bunch of SSLs, good players, but not up to that standard, then I would say if they go 5-0 down and they want to go next, let them. Probably what I'd say.
I think it's part of the game to not, but I do also get your point. I do understand. But also, Barry's Bonfires, if you're playing up against BDS, you are losing 8-0 and you're like, this is great, I'm in love with a Monkey Moon.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. It's like when you lose 8-0 to me.
You've then got the agency to just be like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, like whatever. I think also it would sort of maybe rob us of those moments, of those big comebacks. Because I reckon if then you got 30 seconds left and then there's and you're 4-0 down.
Barry's Bonfire score 8 in 30 seconds.
Maybe. No, but in like a 4-0 down, 30 seconds left situation, are you then going to be like, okay, right, forfeit? But actually your team are like, no, let's not forfeit because we might actually have some more chances here.
Yeah,
but
then...
You literally may as well play to the final second.
Then you get Monkey Moon jumping, going on his back, spinning about, you know what I mean, demoing his teammates, just spamming FF plus. Every time his teammates make a mistake, spamming wow, or whatever, just real passive aggressive. That's what you get there, and that's a beautiful thing. That's the best part of Rocket League when your teammates do that in rank, isn't it? Everyone loves that, don't they? I really love it.
That's why you do it.
That is why I do it. Yeah,
you
if
go
we
1-0 down, 3.5 minutes, and then you're just like, nah, you know what?
I let it be 2. If we go 2-0 down, then I am doing turtles in our own goal for the next 4.5 minutes. It's just more fun.
I'm bumping my teammates.
Respect.
Yeah.
What do you do in chat? What do you do in chat when you're 2-0 down?
Because we all know that we give up.
Yeah, exactly. What's your way of signifying it's not your fault, it's your teammate's fault?
Oh, that one's nearly flown its way in, dying. Again, a nice little shot. We're seeing a lot of these random little touches actually be quite convincing towards the net.
Ooh, that one's not so convincing from the 100% defense. Dying got a little bit of a snapshot away, but it was weak and rolling. Stizzy now has a go. Stizzy has been quiet.
Oh.
You're saying that his NA mechanics might be advantageous here, but not to be so far in this series.
He uses his dodge early just to make sure that he stays in line with the ball. Steals that 100 boost too and then bumps Stizzy on the way past. 2 in the corner. It's going to be Dying and Stizzy hanging out there. First minute gone without incident. Dying not enough boost. I love that boost meter addition. Guys, so good for casting.
It does help a lot. We have some good answers. Practice making ease of my hands. Just tell them that they're bad. Play goalie for the opponent. Watch a replay too long to the moment where it proves it's not your fault. That's a good one. I do that one, I must admit.
I vote FF even if I'm winning. You're my favourite kind of opponent, thank you.
Here's Dorito onto his own backboard. Dying's coming in. He's floating about the place and somehow makes something from it. Here he goes, racing Acro for the ball. Can he get this pinch? He can, but no one believed in him. This happened a few times. For Espartaco, if you are chasing that first dub, you've got to play with confidence still, but it does get harder.
Espartaco did get a dub, didn't they? Previously.
Yeah, but 1 and
Yeah,
4,
Espartaco
so
1 and
not as
4.
many as you want. What I'm saying is
that's fair.
the more the losses pull away, the more tempting it is to play extra safe, and then this is what happened. Stumpy Goblin.
Yeah. Just a little long shot. We've seen that happen before. That's TRK-esque. Everyone on Gentle Mates finds themselves pushed a little bit too far forwards. We're just about 2 minutes gone. That's 100% taking a lead.
Is that now the TRK?
And that's the TRK. Out of everything that he's achieved in his career, getting that P-roller is the one.
Because normally when I score goals like that, you abuse me and call it a cool goal. But now you're just saying that's a TRK. I'll take that.
Oh!
Whoa, that's a TRK!
Oh!
But Dorito steals it. What a lad.
Oh my word.
Are you outraged at how good that was?
Up from dying, gets them the reset straight onto the goal line. And Dorito, the last second, does get the tap away. Full credit towards Dorito for that. Dying, decent pass.
To be fair, was it going in is the question. Would it have found its way into the back of the net? I think not. All credit goes Dorito. Crispy up against Stizzy this time. Go on, Stizzy, get involved. We all back you mechanically. You're a wonderful, wonderful player, but this is one of those series that he's just struggled with a little bit to really make a statement. This could be it, though. Up against Crispy, a 7 boost left. Wants to pinch this one over towards his opposite goal. Dorito gets a tap on, dying there into the corner. Dorito, one more chance, maybe, sends it high. And Luis P was waiting.
You'll know something quite crazy.
Yeah, go on. Just this once.
Today, Jobless have gone 1 and 9. Thank you, the real Will in chat. I've been looking at other bits, but yeah, they've gone 1 and 9 in games. That's a wonderful bump. Draw our attention straight back here. We'll look at the rest of the field shortly. Stizzy getting a nice little flick up. Then Dorito, enough pace and speed to go along. Stizzy bumping. Lovely play overall by the Espartaco fellas.
It's a wonderful bump, but is it a 1 and 9-deful bump?
You didn't need to say that.
Would have been better earlier, but you had to just talk about the goal, didn't you?
I did. I had to do my job, and I do apologise. Stizzy trying to go for the edge, well over the top. Isn't quite able to get anything through. Only about that 1 and 9 situation. Jobless. 1 and 9. A single game win today. That now puts them, I think, 3 and 3 after absolutely smashing it yesterday.
Not 1 and 9-deful of them, if you ask me, my friend. Dorito just spams that one forward. Stizzy's there. Stizzy, there's the mechanics that we wanted.
This is interesting. There we go. 1 minute 40, 100 seconds left. That's the third one flying through. Stizzy can put her own. Espartaco, they are fighting hard against the second place on our table right now.
Espartaco, can they get themselves back in the game? Remember, top 6 make it to the playoffs. The top 2 in the upper bracket as well, so it does make a difference where in that 6 you come. We'll be starting off in the losers. A long old journey then. Stizzy up against Crispy. Crispy storms in from the side. Crispy takes a touch. Slows it down, keeps it to himself. Acro and he not on the same wavelength. Dorito goes solo. He's so speedy to the ceiling with him that he just about loses sight of the ball.
Yeah, moments, I think, are just starting to show themselves for 100% after being penned back in their own half for a decent while. Dorito and Dime both commit to that one. They don't want to fall into that trap too many times. Dorito faking out that defensive high play. Louis P can then take it slow. Dorito, he is just going to hound that ball and make it as awkward as possible for anybody to try and get it away from him. A good setup. Darling goes something far more complicated, I think, than it needed to be. But regardless, wastes a few seconds.
Yeah, I think he could have just spammed that one in, couldn't he? Maybe not. It seemed like there was a top corner available. It was opening itself up, but not to be on this occasion. Now Dying cools rank on his teammates, goes for the psycho and almost nails it, but it does in the end lead to a chance to Acro. Crispy here with Luis P behind him. Dorito charges him down. 30 seconds left. 100% have to strike soon if they are to have any chance in game number 3, and if they are to avoid needing 2 games in a row.
20 seconds. Stizzy trying to just push it as far down as he can. Seconds off the clock. Espartaco, another goal and another chance. They get the win. They get the game win. This could be their second series win. They just need another game to go their way.
And it's Dorito there. He was the recipient of the eventually simple goal. There were bumps and demos to open up the door. Dorito steps right on through it. And away we go.
All right.
We have Mr. Atomic in the chat. Hello, Atomic.
Hello,
Hope
Atomic.
you're enjoying the show. You're enjoying the off-season tournament as well. Really happy to be able to put on events like these to keep the players warm. And hopefully we'll have many, many as the next few months roll on.
Espartaco, the Grecian fellas, grease their way up going into game 4. Maybe?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, grease the wheels
Grease the
on
wheels, that's the
opportunity.
one.
Anyway, yeah, here they are as well. There was a lovely goal from. It was Dying, wasn't it? Who did
was Dying. No, it was
the wee
Dorito, thank
cheeky
you very
doubles
much.
up. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, look at this goal from Dorito. Watch this from Dorito. From Dorito. There's Dorito. What a finish from the lad.
All Dorito, all day, baby. Yeah, one more game win for Espartaco, and they're going to be taking it over the fellas, the boys, the lads. A few updates from across the world.
Update us.
Endpoint have beaten Jobless 3-1. We saw that a little bit earlier on. That was Jobless' only game win today, bear in mind. So not great. Lunar Galaxy X Complexity.
Did they win? I hope so. X.
Yeah.
Atomic
You
Team.
saw me do the X. I told you, I keep doing the X even when I'm off camera.
Yeah, fair.
3-0 versus Resolve.
Hey, well
Who
done,
else
man.
have
That's a
we
huge
got?
result. Well done. Fair play.
good.
Resolve, who were beginning to come back in form as well.
Oxygen are currently 2-0 up against JJ Rocks, as we kind of assumed that they might be.
Yeah,
And then fake German Amigos 2-1 currently against Sourdough.
Stumpy, we got a question from the chat.
Okay.
Why are they still doing the X?
Because Lunar Galaxy X Complexity, they're like crossed with them. It's like a joint
So it's
venture
like
with
an X.
CRR joining the boys.
So yeah, I appreciate that Rexel doesn't quite get it. It's because the arms look like the letter X,
Yep.
and the X is in their name. So it's
Yep.
like a double X sitch.
Yep.
If anyone in chat could help Rexel understand it,
Oh.
that'd be great.
Oh my
top
gosh,
corner
Louis P.
count.
Oh my gosh, Louis P. That demo is lovely, but look at this movement from him. Gets this, then the ground pinch with that
Whoa.
demo just about flicks it over the top of one. Georgina. Absolutely
That was-
Georgina.
That was just so clean and efficient.
And again.
You know, it was like a box shot. And here they go again, 100%. They're here for blood.
You know what, maybe I would add a forfeit rule.
Yeah,
What a
right now it's
kickoff.
done.
Oh. Yeah, this is me and ranked. I'm typing question marks in chat.
What about, right, here's one for you. First to 3 every game. No time limit. Just to try it, just see if it works.
Well, I did have an idea years ago where basically, if you had like a best of 5, you would play all games in one game. So if it's a best of 5, what's that? That's like you're trying to win
25
3,
minutes.
right? So you'd want to do it to I guess like 15 to 25. You maybe just do it 20 minutes, like the in-betweeny number, whatever, right?
Right.
But like it's an extended game, and then it's just whoever wins that. So it's a 20-minute game, but you just see who wins it.
I think if you do that, you would need a forfeit rule, because if it gets too far away.
Yeah,
Maybe
for
not
that
then.
I'd go forfeit. Yeah, that's fair.
Cool. All right, well, let's get that going. I do want to see, events that play with all these rules. Even if the upper echelon, they're too good for it. I'm too good for that. I don't want to do anything that's a bit different. Get in some new names. I'll be like, I'll give that a go.
Shift.
It
Get some
could
more
be
shift stuff. Let's get some weird shift stuff.
I'll get some weird shift stuff. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And what was the Fear Wands tourney people are mentioning?
That was, how long was it? Was it 15 minutes?
Was
it
it?
one 15-minute match?
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's fun.
20 minutes, one 20-minute match. Yeah, that was cool. That was very
There was
cool.
also the Sunless's longest game in the world.
Try and beat that.
That was gosh, like many. I took part in that in 1 and 2, and it was horrible to be part of. It took so long, and I think my team lost
By
by like
definition.
130 goals or something.
Really? You lost?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, you are bad at the game.
Or 2 45-minute halves. Yeah, that's a good shout.
That'd be cool. But then
Right,
okay, in our
Oh,
world,
what a flick!
go on,
Lovely
Crispy's
flick.
there to make it a 3. Little flick, little follow-up from Sir Crispington. In our world, there could be a draw or a tie in your world, Stumpy. So would you introduce that to the Rocket League masses? I'll
I'd
say
intro-
it to the Americans.
I'd introduce probably like a golden goal concept. So if you're tied at the end of the regulation time, if it's 20 minutes or whatever we're saying, it then goes to a golden goal. So whoever scores that next goal, they then win the entire game. I would
That
say.
is such a revolutionary idea. So let me make sure I understand this correctly.
Uh-huh.
0 seconds.
Yep.
You're saying the scores would be tied,
Yeah.
and then it goes to a new kickoff.
Yeah, so the ball stays up until 0 seconds.
Like the sound, the horn of a new game comes in again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you have to kick off again and whatever else.
Oh, that's great. Can you guys imagine that? Literally,
I
can you
think
imagine
it'd
that?
be
That'd be so
interesting.
cool. Yeah, and
Again,
then
but I want tournaments in there like that to introduce this like extra time like feature.
that'd be great as well. Yeah. What if after every goal there was a kickoff instead of just at the beginning?
That'd be interesting. Maybe it'd get a bit boring though.
No, I think it would
I think
work. I
potentially
think
get a little
over
bit
the
boring.
years, teams would learn to make the most of these kickoffs rather than just driving into the ball pointlessly.
True. We'll see. We'll see if any particular regions like end up capitalizing on that. Hooty Hoo, hello. How are you doing? Thank you very much for that, Ray. You're going to be hosting the North American one in a couple of hours. Make sure everybody
hope you know
tune in
that.
for the Shift Summer League and the North American version where we see more crazy events going on. But this one has seen so far 100% going 3-0 in this individual game. But they are losing to a second bottom of the table compared to the 100% who are currently second in the table. They are losing the series. So it's going to be quite the interesting Game 5.
It is looking a little bit like we are going towards Game 5 at this point. Espartaco have barely got started over here on Viva La Vida. 100% have been squeezing them out. Huge goals flying in left, right, and centre. It all started off with it was Luis P who got the floor pitch, didn't he?
Oh my god.
That's
Ooh,
a-
yeah,
that's a special
madness
one.
goal.
That's the cleanest goal you'll see all day. What at Cole? What have I said?
Don't know.
What have I said
Dunno.
now?
It's
Is that
the
what I said?
final
I hope
minute.
he knows when you said he's hosting in 2 hours. I
Maybe.
presume it's that.
Final minute. There's still a chance here. Either 400% to try and just extend their lead or just to establish what's going to be happening in game number 5. Down with a nice little fake out left-hand side. Bounces high. Dorito up with boost, but with the defender in the way as well. Does get a very cheeky little reset. Time very much ticking away from the fellas. Stizzy on target. Dying's going to be there to tap it, but actually Acro, middle of the net, can clear it away.
Yeah, big saves there from 100%. They're going to keep on going, though. Espartaco, one more touch. Luis P just slams it away. And we are heading all the way to Champions Field. Now, I want to see in chat a sea of predictions. We have got 100% who've just brought it back to Game 5. They are 3-2 overall. They've been superior in this game. Up against Espartaco. No, not Esposito. Espartaco. They're 1-4 coming into this series, but they've played fantastically. Now we have a Game 5 en route. Who is going to take it? 100 or Esp?
And so far, people are feeling like 100. I went 100 before the series started.
Well,
What did you go for?
Well, Pieman is 100% in agreement with presumably Tunes' prediction of Espartaco. So Pieman really believes in Espartaco.
See.
Yeah, yeah.
A few people rooting for the underdog here, which I do like. I like the underdog pick. I can go with that.
Which is Espartaco, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So far, for anybody who's only watched the North American side of things, where are they? 100%. They were second going into this series. They've now dropped because we've not finished their series yet, and other teams have finished their series. And Espartaco, they are second bottom. They're 9th out of our 10 teams.
It does feel harsh based on what we've seen, doesn't it?
Other results have come
odd
in.
Because... Say again?
The results have come in. Sorry,
Oh,
before
go on.
we
Yeah,
move on
check
to
them
talk about these guys.
check them out.
Oxygen, they went 3-0 versus JJ Rock, which is fair enough. And then Fake German Amigos, they 3-1 Saudade de Douge.
Oh.
So yeah, there we go. This is our last match. Game 5, the only Game 5 this entire round. And
All
also,
right.
Hooty Hoo, this jersey is fire. Thank you for giving it to me on your stream.
We are locked in. I'm not jealous. What do you mean? We are locked in to Game 5. Champions Field commenceth. The game mode is soccer. The game is 5. We are on Champions Field. Who's going to take it? Let's find out. Oh, yeah, baby.
Very good. Louis P trying to go central with this one immediately. They're passing
Thank
pretty
you,
on point
dude.
so far. And now with that 50, he's going to be falling back down towards his midfield position. Dying up nice and high. We've seen him mechanically have a stonker of a goal that Dorito ends up stealing away from him. Not really stealing, forcing in. I think he was needed for it. Midfield, Louis P up for a pre. Jump Crispy there first. Acro there falls back down towards him, and Stizzy lands on it, and the defense comes from the heavens.
To me, it's all eyes on Dying. When he plays well, Espartaco are 3 times the team. He seems to be the man that they look to swing the pendulum for them. If he's not, then 100% should be able to have the team dynamics and the individual quality to take this one. As Dorito waits underneath the ball, Stizzy behind him. A man Dying is waiting on the goal line, hoping to get involved. Stizzy's the one who takes the next touch. To the backboard he goes. Luis P was ready for it and read it. It's a decent start, in my opinion, for Espartaco. This is more like the opening games rather than the last one, where they were pretty flat.
I mean, Louis P didn't score immediately in this game, and then immediately off that secondary kickoff. So already, Espartaco doing a little bit better. It's a minute 15, no incidents so far. Dorito central. Stiz is actually there to tap it on. Louis P is caught short, but can actually clear it away into that back corner. And a lovely pass back from Dying to find Stizzy.
Stizzy's made a meal of it somewhat. He was charged down, to be fair, at great speed by 100%. Crispy comes in against Dorito. Acro wanted to put that one into the center, had to settle for the 50-50. Stizzy was the first two. Dying has no boost. We're just trying to force Crispy out wide. Crispy can certainly do something with that. He can put it into the center. The shot is perfect from Luis P. And 100% take the lead in the decider.
It's a lovely corner shot again. If everybody counting corner shots that we were doing a little bit earlier on,
17.
That's another one. Bottom corner.
Perfect.
Stunner, like literally pixel perfect. Finds its way home. 100% going to put their mark on this series.
Can Espartaco come back to avoid going 1-5? They have battled to be here, but 100% are just beginning to pull away. That one was top corner again, but it was saved by Stizzy on the goal line. Another pass comes in. Surely Crispy prods it home, and he does.
What a pinch from the corner too from Louis P. Gets one, gets the second, like on the fly. And Crispy, I love that vision from his teammate. Sees that Louis P has got it. Stunning pass. Pass of the day, I would argue, for that one.
Yeah, especially the fact that it was his second touch as well. The first one to himself was nice enough, and then to finish the job, putting it into the center. And there was the finish. These guys are fully in alignment with one another now, 100%. As Dying puts it into the center where Dorito was waiting for it. Acro up against Stizzy, avoids him narrowly. Dorito wants to get some boost, can't quite do it. Acro, it's a couple of touches. Crispy's thinking about it, but has to yield the ball towards himself in the end. Ooh. Dying puts that one out wide. It's almost 3, and that may well be curtains if it was.
Acro just trying to challenge on this one backwards. Pixel 100 boost, so it's going to have a little bit of speed here. Central will be his team. Is advantage at going solo. Louis P. Backflip to keep it over towards that orange half. Stizzy, a reset. Unsuccessful. Keeps it high. So far, Stizzy still silent in the series.
Yeah, he has been quiet so far. Dorito gets a couple of touches, though, to the ceiling. In comes Dying. Can he get one to bring him back? Luis P saves it. And it goes back out to Stizzy.
Stizzy again up high. Goes a little bit awkwardly with it. There's a good few chances here, I think, for both teams to score. But so far, only one of them has taken the proper chances.
Here comes Crispy, though. He's been dangerous all series. Luis P behind him. The other twins of Rocket League, Luis P and Crispy. One goes to the side from Luis P. Dorito waits, Dorito shoots, and Crispy's just too quick. Crispy is charging everything down, Stumpy.
Yeah, he is. He's making sure that there's not any comfortability in the Espartaco side of the pitch. There's a minute and a half left, and we do need to see something come out from the Grecians.
Crispy up against Dorito. Dorito doesn't manage to get a touch on the ball. They have too soon, but Crispy's coming forward. Luis P, the twin, was it Twinergy? Is an alignment between the pair of them. Acro to the side, gets it backwards. Are we going to see Espartaco getting some control of the ball? It's all a bit loose for me, Stumpy.
His final minute and a missed flick. But yeah, you have that chance. Then look at them where his teammates are. They're finding themselves in midfield, not really pushing on the ball.
Stizzy gets the flip reset, but can't do anything with it until that challenge puts it goalwards. Nobody was reading it for Espartaco. This is one last chance. They have to get themselves on the score sheet. Stizzy with a gorgeous catch. Dorito underneath it. Dorito's hoping that Acro's clearance is poor, but not to be, and then Luis P completes it. But there's a touch there. Dying goes for Crispy, but can't quite nab him.
That bang long does not go quite as far as he would like. Louis P finds Acro, back to Louis P. Bang. Goes just above Dying. That is perfection again. Firing on 100% of their cylinders.
But it is not in the corner. But we will take it as far as 100% fans go. Luis P slams it home, finishes the series off with a flourish, and 100% now surely, unless we see kickoff drama, the likes of which we have not seen since Crown and Jewels about a decade ago.
I don't say nearly a decade ago.
Nearly a decade, when Stumpy was young and wasn't broken, and his back worked.
Oh, my back never worked. You know this. Stizzy flying on his back now. Want to show that his one works.
Well done, Stizzy.
10 seconds remaining. It's not going to be the one for Espartaco. They fought incredibly well. They got to all 5, but they then go 1-5 in our tournament so far. And that is going to be a great win for 100%.
I played 100%. It wasn't easy. Espartaco never make it so, but 100%. Luis P, Crispy, the twins, and Acro, their third, made something out of nothing. Honestly, I was thinking that Espartaco were going to take that series. I was thinking they were going to find a way, but 100% did not allow them to, and they just about had the team play to break through.
Yeah, I was impressed with Espartaco, and I'm honestly shocked that they have gone, what is it now, 1-5. They're not a 1-5 team to me. They seem so much better than that. But that's what's going to be 100% now sitting in the third spot in the table. They're now 4-2. And Jar of Jam, Jam of Jars, man of many talents. All right, mate?
I'm all right. I'm trying to find out anything on my table that would demonstrate any of my talents, but I'm afraid all of my.
Do you not have like you know those things that clowns juggle, like not bulls, but the elongated little things, like the
like bowling
you know, the
pins
longer
kind
things.
of thing?
Yeah, like exactly like bowling
kind of
pins.
thing?
You haven't got any of those? I haven't got a hoop that you can set on fire and just spin it around you.
No, not really. Yes, I can play a
Haven't got
melody
a
over
beat?
there, but
You can freestyle rap over?
I've got a hoop and a gasoline.
yes, I suppose I can beatbox, or just my best impression of like a busking.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, just a guitar, a beautiful little guitar.
Oh, stunner.
100%. I'm not even sure if I'm in tune for either of this guitarist, but
I like that. That was
whoa!
good. That was nice. That was lovely.
More of that.
what a game. It felt like the series just had either it's going 100% or it's going 100% the other way. Just kept on running away either from one team or the other, especially that game number 2. Last minute was all 100%. It felt like the Espartaco wasn't even in contention, which is a shame because just like you said, they are not a 1-5 team. They really can do it. But this has just been a game of polar opposites. So in the end, it's 100%, and they're going to be moving on to 3-3. So one of the teams that's really improving there, getting in the middle of the table situation.
No, they're 4-2, 100%. They're 4-2. They've
4-2
won
now.
double what they've lost.
Absolutely.
Only Oxygen Esports boast a better record. They are equal with Lunar Galaxy X Complexity, equal with Fake GA, equal with Endpoint. Sorry, yeah, Complexity, equal with Endpoint as well. So there are 5 teams on 4-2. And they are really separating it. And then poured at the bottom, Jar of Jam, JJ Rocks, the Ginger Geniuses, the Jar of Jams themselves. 0-6. That does hurt.
Yeah.
Well, at least I have Sodad. At least
true.
that's
Yeah, we'll
something.
always have
We've all
Sodad.
got Sod out here. I am also happy that Resolve managed to get themselves a couple of wins today. They got the win versus Sordad a little bit earlier on, and also against JJ Rocks. They obviously couldn't do it though against LGX Complexity. So shame for them. But yeah, I think for me, Resolve have started to turn it around, and I think all of us are saying right, they should not be at the bottom of the table. They're still in 8th place, but we're also only 2 days into all 6 of our entire days that we've got as part of the Shift Summer League.
Imagine that, just tons and tons of Rocket League. So folks, your team that you're cheering for, they're still going to have 4 more days of league play. And then if they place 6th or better, they're moving into the double elimination playoffs. And that's where the money is. We're, of course, playing for $20,000 overall, $9,000 for the first place finishers. And it's all getting pretty serious. It's all going to get pretty heated up by the end of it. But this is only the week 1, day 2. But we already have some interesting results. And of course, Oxygen Esports sitting on the top, very comfortable, losing only 7 games out of the ones that they've played. It is a very respective result. But who knows? Next week, they are versus the fake German Amigos versus LG Co. and versus Sodad. So it is quite well. So I do believe I've heard the wonderful voice of Crispy. So let's bring him in for an interview. Let's chat with the win. Hey there, Crispy. Well, how about that win, though? It looked like a roller coaster, just going one way, the other way. Did you enjoy it, or was it a stressful affair?
It was a stressful battle, to be honest. I mean, I just knew we were going to win. So, like, I don't know. It wasn't really that stressful for us.
Perhaps something that Espartaco really has put against you. What was the hardest thing to deal with their play? Dorito dying Stizzy, perhaps one of the players stood out?
I mean, I don't think anybody really stood out. They were just like annoying because they were just ball chasing and bumping. So, like, I mean, it was, I don't know. They were just fast. That was like their main thing. But we're ready for that.
But it seems also your team did not stray from bumping and demoing. 7 demos in game number 4, part of the game plan, or were you just so annoyed you started to demo them in response?
That's just Acro, bro. I don't know what to say. That's just Acro. Like, he's a go bump, and that's it.
Yeah, and it seemingly has worked in the end. Could you tell me a little bit about Relating Wave and how he is helping out the team as a whole? Since again, 100% is like amalgamations of Acro and Relating Wave from Top Cougars, and then yourself and Lewis P. How's Relating Wave slotting into the whole 100% thing?
I mean, he's doing a good job. I mean, he's just like giving us like a unbiased opinion on what's going on in the games. Like we've not really done too much, but like it's just like very like small things in games, and just like remind us to do things right.
Yeah, he is a well-known and well-respected coach. Previously, of course, on Endpoint, as himself as a player, now stepping into the coaching booth. So it's great to see him out here still, and it's great to see 100%. So you're now on 4-2 record. Next week, again, another series of 6 matches. I can name some of you if you'd like, but overall feeling, how are you going to go? Is 4-2 where you expected your team to be at the end of week 1? Or would you feel like you could have done better?
Well, I feel like we should be 5-1. I mean, we should have won this series yesterday. I think we played on here right yesterday. Like we lost game 5-0 to you against Sazen's team. I don't really know how to say the team name, but it's kind of as expected, to be honest. Like apart from that one series, like we expect to win all of the guys we've played against so far.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck now. Thankfully, the day is over. You can relax, start preparing for the next week. Again, 6 more matches. That was Crispy of 100% Crispy. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, boys. Good. Cheerful. He's really happy.
Yeah.
They won. Everything is A-okay.
Yeah, I always love hearing. Sorry, Stumpy. I always love hearing when
Okay.
players talk about their teammates, because when we commentate or watch a Rocket League match, you sort of get an overview, but the real minutiae of it all, it's so much easier for a player to say about their teammates. So talk about Acro, just like when he said, that's just Acro. That's now something that we can look forward to a lot more of Acro chasing, going for those bumps and demos, and know that's part of his playstyle that over time you pick up, but certainly as cast, I would say we pick it up a lot slower than actually playing alongside these players. So yeah, shout out for that little nugget of info. I love them.
Yeah, it's also nice to chat into a couple of different players too. I think we have that when we have these dubs coming through. Unfortunately, we couldn't do interviews yesterday. It's nice now. We get to chat to Crispy. I saw also, I think it was Louis P in the chat as well, saying, "My guy." So excited to then see Crispy on this stream. So yeah, good stuff all across the board.
Yeah, folks, and if you went to see anybody being interviewed, just again let us know in the chat who might have the best nuggets of wisdom, and we'll try to get them on broadcast. Of course, next week it's all going to be next week, but I'm not sure if we have it just yet. But maybe I'll magically summon the overall standings. That would be really cool if we can take a look at them. If not, well, that's perfectly okay. We already alluded to some of the teams, as Oxygen is currently sitting in the number 1 spot. That 5-1 looking really nice. Their only loss comes from the hands of Endpoint. That was their very first game on stream right here yesterday. But ever since then, they have been performing valiantly. Look at that. A ton of teams in those top spots. A tie extravaganza between 2nd and 5th. Everybody on 4-2. And looking strong coming into the next week.
I think what you need to be doing right now is looking to firstly finish in that top 6. I appreciate it's early on for all these teams, but aim to finish in that top 6. Try and hold your spot in there. Jobless somehow have gone from number 1 to number 6 in the entirety of today. And then also, if then you're in there, try and work your way to number 1 or 2 spot. Make sure that you can skip the earlier rounds. You then get preferential seeding. So yeah, definitely try to aim for those top 6 spots. So I think Sourdad and also Resolve, they are wanting to fight as hard as they can to push up a couple of spots now.
Yeah, it's been a big day for Oxygen Esports, or a big couple of days really, after losing that opening game against Endpoint. We were telling them off, we were wagging our fingers, our giant spindly fingers in Stumpy Goblin's case, at them. But since then, they have won 5 series in a row. 100% as well have moved up 4 places. Jobless though. They are at the top of our graphic, but not anymore at the top of our standings. 3-3 after going 3-0 yesterday. Not sure what's gone on
They
with
won
them.
a single
but
game today.
hopefully they can change it for next week.
One game today.
One.
Out after
That doesn't sound
yesterday
right.
doing so well. Silly. Complete silliness from the boys.
And it was an OT as well. They could have lost that.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's just not looking like jobless, or perhaps they need to start working on their job applications again.
Very good. The curriculum vitae.
Stop it.
Not sure what that means, but I'll roll with it.
CV, mate. CV, mate, is what it means,
Okay.
my
Oh,
friend.
yeah. Dope.
It's like your Latin isn't perfect. Come on, sort it out.
Latvian. Cole, I'm Latvian. I'm not Latin.
Ah,
close,
silly
though.
me.
Sheesh. Well, that concludes day number 2 and the week number 1. On the EU side, there's North America later on. We'll get to that, of course. But as we wind up today, it has been a great one. Again, yesterday has been great. We opened up the whole event. Today, we are seeing the teams really understanding what they're playing for. So, anything on the matter of the closing thoughts from you boys?
I have one closing thought. We're not done for the day. Everybody, watch North America in like 3 hours, 15 minutes. All the games kick off. Come straight back here. Who's there? Spaceman Corelli, everybody that you love. So come back in a couple of hours' time.
My closing thought is we are done for the day. I'm going to have a nap, and then I'm going to wake up and just download all of North America, which I'm excited for. I think my main closing thought is I'm just overwhelmed with joy that this exists. You know, it's so important to have these off-season events. Getting Shift involved, all the team at Shift who've done so much good work over the years, seeing them be a real intricate and important part of the RLCS, of the Rocket League esports world. Good for them, good for all of us, good for the players. Everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. I love it.
So yeah, next up, write this on this very channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, Genji versus Incorrect. Was going to be the opening match of that one. Dulcet tones of Kuriku, Corelli, and Spaceman. But here on the European side of things, we'll see you next week, Tuesday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. Central European Summertime. As per usual, just put it on calendar every Tuesday and Wednesday. This has been the Shift Summer League production, directed by Ben Gummer, starring Jarv Jam as the host, Stumpy Goblin as the caster, and Cool Cole as the other caster.
I'll take that. I thought you were going to say something mean. I was waiting for the punchline.
No, just that. Roll the
Too
credits.
used to Stumpy.
Bye, friend.
Lost hope, changing tides. Try to remember spaces open wide and nothing but embers, yeah. So perfect days falling from a height, still clutching on your hands tight. Now I'm alone with the warning signs, warning signs. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edge as we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edge as we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Can't stay so high. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edge as we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Lost hope in the fire. Try to remember faces. Bullets fly, still nothing but embers, yeah. So perfect days falling from a height, still clutching on your hands tight. Now I'm alone with the warning signs, warning signs. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edge as we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Can't stay so high. Stood at the edge as we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Can't stay so high.
hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till the sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to sweep myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, Diva, where did you go? I feel ya. Diva, Diva, where did you go? Where did you go? It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, Diva, where did you go? I feel ya. Diva, Diva, where did you go? Where did you go? What
Can somebody take my breath away? Hold me tight, lonely day. I've been searching for something to ease my mind, till you came along, never thought I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away. Take me away. Somebody just took my breath away. Held me so tight, it numbed my pain. I was searching for something to ease my mind. Didn't realize you're the one I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away. Take me away. You've taken me higher than I've ever been. 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 Can somebody take my breath away? Hold me tight, lonely day. I've been searching for something to ease my mind, till you came along, never thought I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, so tight, you numb my pain. I was searching for something to ease my mind.